Yeah. Once again, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Know what I'm saying? I'm just pulling up, here to talk hoops, talk basketball with y'all. Shout out to Iceman in the building. What up? What up, Ice?
You already know, chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to just say I want to give a special thank you to the members of the page. That's Maria Signal Moore, Jellio, Marcus, Nets DNA, and Joey BK. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that contribute to the show. But yeah, I'm here talking my shit. Now I gotta say, one of my favorite streams was last night's stream. Me and Ice was going at it. Ice my guy, but we was going at it. I felt like we was going at it. I'm back. I'm back to just to kind of follow up with okay, it's established that he's a top 25 player. So again, just to bring context to why I'm doing this is doing this stream is because Cam Thomas is one of the best. Is the general consensus. He's one of the top out of the next generation of NBA players that's under 25. He's one of those best players. We could debate whether he's 20 this or that, but we all agree he's on the list, right? That's fair to say, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So now my thing is this: is he a top 25 scorer? Now I'm going to make my point before let me just get to the end of my soliloquy quickly. If he's a top 25 scorer in the NBA and he's part of the next generation under 25 that's going to pretty much be leading the NBA, running the NBA, why are we so comfortable? No, not we. Why are the Brooklyn Nets so comfortable trading him? And for what? You know what I'm saying? My thing is this: the business side, I don't get caught up in that because, I watch the game for basketball. The business side, I'll be learning that and all of that. You already know that. But if he's a top 25 scorer, any under 25, not even a top 25 scorer under 25, but a top 25 scorer in the NBA. You see what I'm saying? If he could, to y'all point, play a lot of games, 65 plus games, 67 games. If that's what he doing, realistically, the numbers is consistent. If he averaging 24 points, right? If 24 points gets you 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, you pretty much 10 through 16. If he was healthy last year, he would have been 10 through 16. So he's a top 25 scorer, top 25 under 25. I think he should be prioritized. I mean, besides that, yeah, I was gonna get into some other shit. What you got on this though, Ice?
I don't really got too much, man. Cam just got to come out and prove. He got to show and prove. You know what I mean? I want Cam back on the team. I think he's a good fit with the team. He just gotta either he gotta get his agent to negotiate something slightly better and come play and then get another contract. He's still young enough where he can get two big contracts. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's
I'm
still
with
young
you.
enough to do that.
No, I'm with you. The Knicks, they got 8 and 12. They got two players that average 20 plus points on their team. The Brooklyn Nets will have Cam Thomas and MPJ, two players that average 20 plus points on their team. How bad is this team? You know what I mean? Like, the whole formula of how to win it. Yeah, I get it. I get the script, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I just put the script to the side. I mean, like it's an option, you know. So that being said, let's say hypothetically these rookies are good. Do we just want them to tank anyway for the next draft pick? But what if they really good? No, I mean really good. Like really out there, impressing the league, pressing the team, being competitive. And you ain't getting nothing at the Barclays. Nothing easy at the Barclays. What if they really good? What if the formula, I don't know, everybody got a different recipe? You know, the Brooklyn Nets recipe for how they got their championship roster is different. We did something nobody ever did. We got 5 first rounders. We ain't trade them nothing. You already know. So I'm just saying, what if they good? What if they really good? The mission is still to tank. You see what I'm saying?
Possibly, or they just or they gotta find their guy. If one or two of these, essentially, just say for the talk, you know what I'm saying? If two of these guys is good, and you got Cam Thomas and MPJ, and team is looking different, then yeah, you gotta find the guy. You know what I mean? Or they just might find more pieces to fit in with these guys instead of, you know what I'm saying, like you're saying, instead of tanking. If it's running different and it's looking different, and whatever we got right now is working, they gotta find more pieces to make it work well. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna if it's gonna be like Indiana, you know what I'm saying, basically, and you running like that, and somebody stands out like Halliburton, and then you find the rest of pieces to go around, whatever that works. But with the 4 you got, then you know what I'm saying, they might not tank. They might just roll with that and keep on finding pieces. You know what I'm saying? They might let go some pieces and find better pieces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just trying to see what we got. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't feel like trying to put no team together that we don't got. We ain't even play with this team yet. I don't want to change this team before we even play with this team.
Right.
And I'm just looking at it for what it's worth. Like, if you put Cam Thomas and MPJ in situations where they the 1 and 2 option on the offensive side of the ball, and Diego, he's glad to do it because he a rookie. You know, he understands. In my opinion, he has a good grasp on what's expected of him in his first year. You know.
By the way, not to cut you off, Reese, but Diego was working with Phil Handy on ball handling skills. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was working drills with Phil Handy this summer. It was I think it was either on Instagram or TikTok. Somebody sent it to me. So he doing, you know what I'm saying? He working right now.
Yeah. Yo, Cole Smith, get that out of here, man, with this the whole we going to get a coat. Like, there ain't no coat, bro. Listen, let me explain something to you, Claude. You half a Knick fan, for one, respectfully. For two, you know, if we was talking about a part Knick player, you probably wouldn't be saying none of this. You know what I mean? Which is fine. But I just want y'all to understand that if you put MPJ in a situation where he's the 3, in my opinion, the best thing for him is the 3. You put him, he's the 3. You put Clowney at 4, you put Clax at 5. You don't really want, you know what I'm saying, MPJ taking a lot of physicality to his back. Like, you don't want to keep putting him on the post. Even if he get the ball on the post, I want to see him play and develop into being really good at or being great at rip throughs. You know what I'm saying? Put like, as soon as you get the ball on a post, you position yourself on a post for MPJ. Like, you position yourself on a post, you get the ball, but then learn how to front the player and get past them. You know what I'm saying? With the handle, with the dribble. And I'm saying that to say, you know what I mean? You don't want to be put in situations where you know, can re-aggravate an injury. That's what I'm trying to help him avoid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you don't want to do that with him. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling people, like, him and Ben Simmons is in the same situation. It just, you know what I'm saying? Michael changed his game a little bit. Ben couldn't change his game. So that, you know what I mean? That's really the only difference between them. You know what I'm saying? He lost a lot of his bounce. Ben basically lost damn near all his bounce. You know what I'm saying? All athleticism from surgery. So yeah, you're right. You got to be careful with what you do out there.
Yeah, yo, another thing where I wanted to run the 2-man with you in the start of the shows because you really, you know what I'm saying, critique the injuries from players in the perspective where you care like is this kid there, you know what I mean? So I wanted to talk to you about John Wall, because John Wall was one of my favorite players, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like he was hampered by injuries, you know what I mean? But he did have a time where he played great basketball. Like how you feel about John Wall and just in totality.
John Wall, my Dougie, yo, that guy was hooping. You know what I mean?
He said,
John Wall was a baller, 20 and 10 guy. You know what I'm saying? 20 and 9. You know what I'm saying? He was a hooper.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, I mean, I think somebody like John Wall, I thought he was going, like, he did put Washington on the map, but I thought they was really like going to do something. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like he was that good. Then when they had got like Bradley, I felt like they was finna do something for real. But I just thought that when it come down to like you say fairs, and nobody could stay in front of fairs, like nobody could stay in front of John Wall, bro. When at that time, bro, he was probably the fastest point guard I've ever seen in the NBA, bro.
Yeah, he was too quick, bro. Too quick. Had the
So,
handles, had the Euro step. You know what I'm saying? Could get where he got to go in a flash, bro.
so let's talk about it. Let's Fizz and Wall. You see the same kind of player. What we talking about, Ice?
There's,
Look at the numbers he put up. Look at the numbers John Wall put up. Shout to you, John Wall, for retiring from the NBA. Salute. But look at his numbers as a rookie. He averaged 16 and 8. Tough. Jeremiah Fairs doing that?
I don't think he's gonna average 16 to 8 off the rip. Nah, bro. John Wall is different. You know what I'm saying? Fair's my guy, but I don't think he can get 16. He's not even gonna start, so he's not gonna get 16 and 8.
He's not gonna start.
Nah.
See why they should have. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, you get a top pick like that and you don't feature him as a starter. I don't understand.
Yeah,
listen, I don't care Diego being the 8th pick. If he ain't start, I'd have been flipping tables. Like, no, man, hell no.
Yeah, Pelicans fans say he might come off the bench, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. Like, yeah, you draft him high, but you got Poole and you got whoever else gonna be a 2. You know what I'm saying? He might be the backup. So I don't think he's gonna put up 16 and 8. 16 and 8 is tough in your first year. Like, Joe, that's tough.
I'm saying, like you said, that nobody could stay in front of Fizz, and I remember John Wall, and nobody could stay in front of this dude, bro.
Yeah.
Like on some, like before Rose was doing, like when Rose got drafted again, I forgot.
I don't even remember.
It was around the same time, bro. They was both like the fastest in the NBA, bro. But their games was similar, bro.
Yeah,
I say that's what I'm saying. Like, Fizz remind me more of Wall than Rose, and I just think that I don't know. I'm just, we parted. You know what I'm saying? But from what I've seen, a little bit of highlights that I've seen from Fizz, remind me of John Wall a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, quick, fast, in a hurry. Good luck trying to stay in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yo, if Jeremiah Fizz averaged 16 and 8, that'd be great for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, that'll be tough. That'll be tough if he did that. You know what I'm saying? Now you know you're dealing with something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? John Wall is different.
Mm-hmm. See, this is where the NBA changed too. Chat, I want y'all to pay attention to this stat. You 5 for 8 out of 14 attempts, right? Look how many 3-pointers he was taking as a rookie. 0.5 to 1.7. The difference between 2010 and 2011, that season to now, is they, like Diego, for instance. He's gonna take more than 1.7 3-point.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? But the case in point is they still featured him. You know, that's 12, 13 shots at the basket, going to the basket. Why? Because inside of the 3-point line, he is averaging 16 and 8. That is impressive, bro. So what I'm saying is why every franchise in the NBA wants to pay attention to the outside of the 3-point line. I'm asking everybody on this page, Ice, everybody that's listening, to pay attention to the inside of the 3-point line. John Wall averaged 16 and 8 because of it. It's not a game. He was tough. And he ain't need the 3-pointer to be tough. That's what I'm saying. You don't need the 3-pointer to be tough. And I want Brooklyn basketball to be the identity of that. You want a 3-pointer, get an and one. You want a 3-pointer, go up somebody's chest, pause. Get a 3-pointer the old-fashioned way. That's what I'm asking. That's Brooklyn style. That's Brooklyn style. You know what I'm saying? Play inside of the 3-point line. Jordy Fernandez, somebody clip this. AI clip this and send. We're going to send this to Jordy Fernandez. That's Brooklyn style. I know you from where you from and everything before you know, I seen you. We was at the movie theater and I seen you and you see me and I say, yo, I'm a big fan Breezy. So it's kind of like we know each other. So you know I mean no respect. But all I'm saying is in Brooklyn, we get 3 points going to the basket. And you always say you want 3 points, but you always talk about 3-pointers in one way, and that's behind the 3-point line. Oh, mama. We was getting 3-pointers going to the basket. And one was culture. Now, I don't know how real that is for everybody, but that's real basketball in Brooklyn. That's real basketball in Brooklyn, bro. But it's all good, man. You know, I just want Jordy Fernandez to know that it's more than one way to get a 3-pointer. It's behind the 3-point line and inside the 3-point line. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, man. So Jeremiah Fayes, you don't think he gets 16 and 8? Maybe he do, maybe he don't. What kind of numbers you think he put up?
Nah, probably 10 and 4, 10 and 5, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how much playing time he get, you know what I'm saying? Over there with the Pels, he probably averaged something like that. Could be less.
What you think was his toughest injury?
Oh, John Wall?
Yeah.
I don't even remember all John Wall injuries. Well, yeah, I know he had a bad knee injury.
Okay, it was a knee injury.
I think he had a knee injury, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay, John Wall is currently I found it. It say John Wall's is an Achilles injury. He had surgery on his left heel, which was complicated by infection from the initial procedure. Following a slip and fall at home, he suffered a rupture of the Achilles tendon, leading to a prognosis that he probably won't play next season as he continues rehabilitation. Overall, he's expected to be sidelined for at least 12 months due to these injuries.
Achilles. Oh, I remember the slip at home too. I remember that. They was trying to figure out how he fell at home and got that injury. You know what I mean? Achilles was tough.
Yeah. Shout out to John Wall, man. He put Washington on the map, man. He for Sub-Zero. I said Sub-Zero. For Agent Zero. He had Washington, you know what I'm saying? That's why I pay attention to
Agent Zero, Gil had Washington on the map, but he told about tanking. Gil he said, I don't know if you heard this story. He said everybody was hurt and he was like, you know what I'm saying, taking the young fellas out, like, we don't got to win this season. We come back healthy next season and we get a high draft pick that we can get like, who they wanted, Tim Duncan or something. He was thinking like Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? That they'll be in the playoffs and trying to go for a championship. But everybody come back healthy, we hurt. So there's no need to win games. And he taking the young fellas out to the clubs and spending money. He said when we was on the draft board and they picked John Wall, he said anybody but him. They drafted my replacement. You know what I'm saying? That's why players don't want to tank. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, you know what I mean? He thinking championship, they thinking replacement.
Right. See, and that's the thing too. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You see Detroit, they went and they got like 3 guards. They got Ivy, they got Killian Hayes, and then they finally got like Cade Cunningham. I think he was their last draft pick. I think at first it was Killian Hayes and Jaden Ivey. They Cunningham. They stayed with the plan of getting a guard to and build from there. I see what they did. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Barry. What up, Barry? I'm playing JJ on Friday. I'm playing JJ on Friday, Barry, for sure. I gotta find out what time exactly and what park. It should be Brooklyn Bridge Park. Let's see what's up. But yeah, shout out to Lee for joining the panel. Bobby 17, he said 5-time All-Star, All NBA, All Defensive #1 option carrying a trash franchise with Brad Bailey, Hall of Famer.
Yo, hold up. Yo, I know this ain't John Wall numbers we looking at.
It definitely is. John Wall, my Dougie. You know what I mean? That's what we looking at numbers.
Nigga doing a Dougie on his way out the league, man. That's a nigga that I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like, listen, it's been that's a nigga that I could care less about, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. As a #1 overall pick, bro, he was kind of lackluster to me, bro. Like, I don't give a damn. It's not the numbers. The numbers, he had numbers, bro. Everybody got numbers at some point. But I'll be honest with you, bro. Like when we look back at the #1 picks of this league, to me, bro, like John Wall kind of underachieved to me.
Man, I ain't jacking none of that shit. John Wall was hooping. The Wizards they just the fucking Wizards, man. Like at the end of the day, they said, hold on, and I'm glad you said that though, because franchises is getting hit. They getting these high draft picks. They building around them in that first 4-year contract. We trying to win with them now. They put Ime in a situation with that Thompson twin. They trying to win. And again, and I'm saying all that to say, the Wizards front office, they didn't do the best by John Wall in building that roster.
How you figure that,
bruh? Because they didn't win nothing. What you mean? How I figure that?
That's not John Wall fault.
Why would,
how much of that fall on John Wall?
Why, bro? What do you mean? You know the contracts get signed by the GM.
But the players that hit the court, they the ones that gotta put in work.
No, but what I'm saying is when you look at championship rosters, the Wizards never really had a championship rosters. Let me be for clarity, championship rosters, in my opinion, you got about 8, 9, 10 men that first off play defense. You know what I'm saying? They contribute on the defensive side of the ball, and on that note, they have they running like. How you say
Denver Nuggets never had nothing like that.
They clicking on all cylinders. Now, this is not general consistency. You know what I'm saying? This is general consistency. Like Jokic is an anomaly, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But
I can recall a lot of teams that didn't have what you just said, bro. Like, and they won a championship. So I mean, I get the case that you trying to make in terms of the quote unquote consensus. But the bottom line is, as a #1 overall pick, John Wall, bro, like he was kind of lackluster to me. I never thought he was better than Blake Griffin.
Nah, I never thought. To you.
Compared to anybody, bro. Like Blake was all that.
Bro,
Like I mean,
I'm not
so it was a
comparing
time
nobody.
when
I'm
you had
saying,
him over Blake.
bro, nah, you said that. I never said
I'm
none of
asking
that.
you.
Bro, no, bro. I'm
Did
not
you ever
listen,
have
I'm
him
not
over
looking.
AD?
Listen, I'm not.
Did you
First
ever
of
have
all,
him over Kyrie?
Nah,
listen,
man, we just giving
hold on.
Did you
Blake
ever
Bortles,
have him over D Rose?
nah, we
bro,
just
bro,
giving John
bro.
Wall his flowers, bro. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm
Exactly. I'm
saying?
not
Giving his flowers.
exactly. Like,
That's
where
it.
This
you
is
going with this?
nasty work.
Exactly. Okay, man.
I
Shout out
mean,
to you.
Joey, bro, like you, Joey, I'm expecting you, bro, like to throw some hands in this conversation because I don't think John Wall was all that.
Bro, we just
I ain't
giving
gonna
him
lie to
some
you.
flowers, bro. We not trying to compare him to this and that player, bro. I'm asking him about Fizz and what's happening. I ain't
But based off
look at Garvey
I
the
17.
think you
strength
gotta.
that
Can
one
I?
he
Can
didn't play for the Nets and one he played
Garvey
for the
17
Washington
said
Wizards
shit.
and two, like he was basically a one speed like at his best. He was a one speed point guard, bro. I would like to I would like to tell it like a Ti is. I thought John Wall was terribly overrated.
Yeah, that's your opinion, bro. I'm saying, listen, if any contrast I make it is to Diego, and I know he ain't the first pick, but he gonna be our point guard
Okay.
going into next season.
Oh
My
my
point
Okay.
is,
Can
god.
I ask Leaf a
hold on.
question?
My point
Okay.
is,
I don't
if
think John
Diego,
Wall better than Dylan Harper. I ain't
listen,
gonna
I'm
lie
saying,
to you.
my point is, if Diego can average 16 and 8, oh yeah, we cooking with grease. But I
As a
don't
number
know.
8 pick, yeah. But as a number 1 pick, is 16 and 8 ain't cutting it.
Bro, if Dylan Harper averaged 16 and 8, nobody mad at him, bro.
As a
Yeah,
point
because he
guard,
playing
though,
alongside Wimby.
Dylan Harper, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Dylan
he
Harper is
averaged
playing
16 and 8,
alongside Wimby.
but the point is, these now again, this is contingent on this or that. Same thing with John Wall. So this is why I'm not even doing all of this. But the point is that again, 16 and 8 for Diego the men. Even Nolan Troy or any of the point guards do this. I'm as a fan, I'm happy. I probably walk back some of the shit that I said, but I'm happy. You know,
The reason why I'm so heavy on what I'm seeing on the screen right now is because we got to remember how this whole John Wall situation came into place. They moved Gilbert Arenas out of the way after them injuries.
bro.
We
No,
got
this came
like
up. No, this
I'm
came
gonna just
up.
nah, I'm gonna just
Can
give
I
you the
ask?
short history.
Can I
I'm
ask
gonna
Bro,
a
just
we
give you
question?
the
don't
short
think
We
history.
know the
fast,
history,
we
bro. We
already
know
went
the
we
through
history,
that.
know
bro.
we
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 We've
know
went
been
it.
in the
We
already
just
through
NBA for
that.
saying it like
years.
we don't know. We
Can
know.
Can I ask Leaf a question?
What's
Yeah,
up?
ask me a question.
So Leaf, right? Before we start making a clear analysis on what you're saying, we have to know what the bar is when we're talking about John Wall, because at one point in time, John Wall was one of the best guards in the NBA, right? Now, I'm not saying he didn't live up to what he should have been. We all know the injuries derailed that. But at one time, John Wall was, when he was healthy before the injuries, he was one of the best guards in the NBA. When he was healthy and he was with Bill, the Wizards were in the playoffs during his tenure.
Facts.
So we
Mhm.
have to understand and we have to know,
So,
what is your bar when you're saying John Wall was underrated?
When I'm when I'm
no,
when I'm s- when no
yeah,
no 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 when I'm saying John Wall was overrated to
I mean,
me.
overrated. It's my bad.
I'm
Overrated.
the first thing I go to is I don't even go. I'm not one that follow the numbers because I think I was watching basketball like this long before John Wall even came in the league, and when I first watched him, he seemed like a one speed point guard to me, and at his best, he was a one speed point guard. Defensively, he was pretty good at his position. I give him that. As an assist man, bro, like he could get fly up and down the court, but like on the
he's saying
scale.
numbers don't say mean nothing. And I'm looking
Hold
at
on,
the numbers,
let me
and I see
finish, let me
17
finish,
and
let me
10,
finish.
19 and 10, 23 and
Let
10.
me
That don't
finish.
mean nothing.
Let me finish. Let me
It's
finish.
not me, it's them. They make me mad.
Please let me finish. That's all I ask. But at his very best, I never thought he was I never thought he was better than Blake Griffin. I never thought he was better than AD. I never thought he was better than Kyrie. I never thought he was better
Zion? Say he ain't better than Zion.
than Zion when they
Zion Williamson.
Zion had way too many injuries, so I'm not even going on Zion. I never thought he was better than Anthony Edwards. I never thought he was better than what's the kid? Apollo. I never thought he was better. I never. It's a lot of number one picks that. I never thought he was better than D Rose.
And none
And
of
D
those
Rose
players
was
went to the
injury.
Wizards. None of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no.
yeah,
Okay.
and
Let me.
I get all of that, but they
Nah, you
all
don't
went.
get all of that.
I
What
do.
players?
Hold on.
Hold on,
I
no,
do get
hold on.
all of
Before
that
you get no, but hold on,
because
before you go, no. Let me hold on. Let me ask you something.
see, this is
Before
where I
you,
get
no,
cut off, and I don't
no,
get to
I'm not
finish
getting
what
you
I'm
cut off,
saying.
bro. You rambling on like how
I'm
many
not
times,
rambling, bro.
bro?
I'm
Listen,
telling you.
listen,
I'm telling you the
bro.
facts.
Listen, hold on. What I'm saying is, without interruption, how long you want your soliloquy to be, bro? I'm letting you rock. God damn. All I'm trying to do is ask you a question.
All right, go ahead. Ask away.
Hold on, man. Shout out to Brooklyn. Go ahead, man, because it must be important. Go ahead, finish.
Listen, all I'm trying to say is when I look at the scale of his career, and I look at a lot of these seasons. He had one season during his this time where he was making all-star appearances. He made 5 straight all-star appearances, 82 games, 79 games, 77 games, 78 games, and then the injuries started coming after 2017. 2017 was arguably his best year.
So
2016, 2017.
hold on, 5 straight seasons of All-Star. What you mean overrated? And on top of that, what
I,
play has been successful with the Wizards? You make it seem like, hold on, this is my problem
okay.
with you, is that you make it seem like going to which specific franchise don't matter. It was
I want to
important
ask
for
Lee a
hold on.
question
It was
after you finish.
important for Wemby to go to the Spurs. It was in, you understand what I'm saying? Like they come on, like I don't need to go there. You understand what I'm trying to say? You feel
No,
what I
could
mean?
I?
Don't make it seem like going to the Wizards was a good thing back then. Maybe it's
Right.
changing,
Let
but
me
don't
ask
make
Okay,
Lee a
it
all
seem
question.
like
right.
Let
going
me
So
to the
hold on
Wizards
real
is the
quick. Let me
same
ask
thing
Lee
as
a
going to the
question. Let me
Lakers.
ask
It's
Lee
not.
a question.
It's not, bro.
Let
Don't
me
make it
ask
okay,
seem
Lee
like
a
all
that.
right.
question.
It's just we on the
Lee,
scale of the Wizards. Go ahead.
hold on, Lee. Let me ask you a question. So
That's where he was
I
drafted.
get it. I get it. I get the idea or the feeling that you don't like John Wall's archetype, and that's why you're saying that you don't like his skill set. So you say he only got one speed, right?
That's all I saw.
Right. But at the end of the day, you can't stop that speed. So regardless if he got one speed or not, you can't stop Lee getting to where he want to get to. It don't matter if he got one speed. It's working.
Listen.
Joey
Hold
cooking
on.
for us.
Let me land my plane
I
real
Let him
quick.
finish.
mean,
Let him
Hold
finish.
on.
Let
Let
him
me land my
finish.
plane. I'm about to land my plane. Does Giannis not only have one speed? Isn't he unstoppable? He's the same fucking way. Giannis got one fucking speed.
the
Beeline
difference is
straight to the
Giannis is
basket.
6'11", nigga. That's the difference.
Bro,
But
John
Like,
Wall
what
was
I'm
averaging
saying, Giannis.
double
But what
three,
I'm
4
saying is
years in a
Giannis
row,
doesn't.
bro.
Hold on, real quick, Breezy. Giannis doesn't. Giannis is skillful, but he's more athlete than he is a
he's
skillful
more
ball
athlete
player.
and yeah, he's more
Yes.
athlete
So
and effort, bro. Like than he is more like
right,
I
but
look at
John Wall was an athlete though. He was an athletic freak of nature, jumping off of 2 feet, dunking the
yes,
ball off the vert. He was a
yes,
fast as hell point guard. He was a
absolutely,
athlete.
absolutely.
So so what's the difference?
Like I said,
One's is taller.
I mean, well, obviously Giannis' ability is much more unstoppable and much more on a greater scale than John Wall has ever been. We talking about when we talk about Giannis, we talking about somebody that finished a 5-year peak where he was averaging 30, 10, and 6. Like, come on,
Right.
bro. Like, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not just
what I'm
not
contrasting
too
them
many
saying is
niggas
people.
in the
the
history of this league that did
right,
that.
really.
Hold on,
The only difference
hold
is
on, hold
they're
on.
the
I gotta
same
get, I gotta,
archetype, but the only difference is Giannis is fucking 6'10".
hold on. I gotta
Hey,
get. Hold on. First and
Joey.
foremost,
hey, grow
hold on.
some height.
Hold on. Time out. I agree with Joey to the point, but not to take it further because he wasn't the number one pick. I want to bring Brooklyn LM in the conversation. He's on the pin, and I want to press the issue. I think he might be. I want to see who had a longer run, John Wall or Blake Griffin. And let me finish my soliloquy real quick.
Blake.
Let John Wall ran the offense, as you can see with the double doubles multiple years. Blake Griffin needed to Chris Paul to be what he was. Shout to Chris Paul, respectfully.
That's
for
not
him
true.
to be where he is. Yes, he is, because he could not shot
not
create.
true.
Don't make it seem
That's
like
not true.
Blake Griffin was this great shot creator. He
You
wasn't.
clearly didn't see that man in Detroit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like that nigga was out of control, bro. Like Blake's skill set was far more underrated
Bro,
than everybody gives him credit for.
I'm pressing it.
Hey, I just want to
You
say
can press
something
it
to
all
the
you
chat
want.
real
The
quick.
proof is in the
Chat.
pudding. Without Chris Paul, he was averaging
Let's look at
22
the
and
pudding.
12.
Let's look
Chat,
at the pudding. Let's see what's the
comparing.
expiration date on that pudding.
Now
Let me
excuse
just
yourself. He was
let
averaging
me just say
22
this
and
to the
12
chat.
without Chris Paul before Chris Paul got on the Clippers. Excuse yourself.
Let me just say this
Like,
to the
come on,
chat.
bro. Like, don't.
I am not trying to compare John Wall to Giannis as far as greatness or who's better. What I am saying is, based off of their skill set, they do the same thing and they both were unstoppable. They had one speed. They weren't shifty. So why is that a bad thing with John Wall and it's not a bad thing with Giannis? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying John Wall was better than Giannis or even half of what Giannis is.
I
don't know.
think. Well, I think.
Hold on. Blake Griffin and John Wall both had a good run. I ain't really trying to pit them
I
against
think
each other.
Giannis is much more improved in the half court
But
set.
I
Just,
don't think
just to,
I don't see much of a gap between John Wall and Blake Griffin. I don't think it's that crazy. I think the franchise really do mean a lot. I really haven't seen a lot of success. And on that note, when you talk about first picks, Washington Wizards had their fair share. You know what I'm saying? They had their
AD
fair
did go to the Pelicans, my nigga. Like, and we saw what he did. So.
Different players, man. Different players on
I
different
mean,
teams, man. Come
I
on,
don't want to
man.
hear that shit. That nigga was pick number one, man.
Come
Like, when
on,
we
man.
gonna hold niggas' feet to the fire, bro?
Nah, man. We talking about retired John Wall, my Dougie John Wall. That's what we talking about. Washington was a
Jordan was
John Wall. You know what
Jordan
I mean?
was
I think
Jordan
so.
was
I think
good
y'all
before
just
he
be
won the
taking
championship.
context when
You
it
can't
comes
make
to
it
D
seem
shit.
like
Like,
Rose went to a broken down Chicago team and damn near turned that shit into a 60-win team in year 3. Like, come on, bro. Like, when we gonna hold niggas' feet to the fire, bro? John Wall was not as good as niggas make him out to be.
you make it seem like John Wall had a team just as good as Derrick Rose or Anthony Davis.
I mean, nigga, John
I
Wall was a
mean, when you say I mean, bro, that means no. You know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. Y'all be. I
That's
feel like
not
y'all be
that's not
taking
what
I
that's
mean,
not what I
context.
say.
Let
I
Y'all
mean,
taking
bro.
I mean,
context off of
no,
what
Bro,
y'all
bro.
saying.
hold up. Let's
Hold on,
keep
let
it.
Brooklyn
Let's
Ellen.
keep
Brooklyn
100%
Ellen talk.
funk. The Pelicans with AD, bro, was not all that because he was in the West. Like
Bro, he had Drew
let's
Holiday on
keep it
his team.
100,000% funk, bro. Like,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
know
bro.
he had Drew Holiday on his team, bro.
He had an injured Drew Holiday on his team.
Yeah.
Bro, Brad, I mean, Dougie went to the Washington Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Washington Wizards.
Brooklyn
You know what I
Allen,
mean?
what you
Nigga,
got
wait,
on this
hold up.
podcast,
Wasn't
bro?
that nigga getting outplayed by IT, bro, in that Celtics series?
Washington Wizards.
Hold on. Yo, Brooklyn Allen,
Everybody
what you
keeps
got on
saying
this?
Washington Wizards, bro. So
I
what?
think. I think necessarily like Wizard John. To me, when John Wall was coming up, that was a moment in terms of the wall dance and all of that. Like, I'm not saying he was the greatest number one pick, but I mean that was all Washington had.
Well,
In
they
terms
had
of
Bill too. They had Bill.
they no, I'm talking about in terms of franchise player. Like, don't get me wrong, Bill was there too, but John Wall was the epitome of that franchise.
Yeah.
Like, he gave for a while, he was a hope. He was up there in those conversations of best point guard in the East at one point with Kyrie Irving.
That's a
Like,
fact.
that was the conversation
Did
around
you ever
that
think he
time.
was better
And
than Russ?
Nah, man. Hey, at least you gotta chill, man. You
John
gotta
Wall,
chill.
Nah. These is questions that
hold
need to be
on, but
asked, bro.
Let him
I'm
John
applying
Wall to
pressure,
me,
man.
bro, he
Yeah,
ain't
we
even say
ain't
final
doing this
words.
John
John,
Wall hug it out shit tonight.
but
Bro, he
John
just
Wall,
retired tonight. What is you talking
Man, who
about?
cares, bro?
Bro,
You
but
we
look,
care about,
John Wall to
about
me at
Kai
that
Jones playing
time,
in Bahamas though, but we can't care about John Wall.
Kai Jones
Bro,
wasn't a number one pick. Excuse yourself.
I'm just saying, that's what you care about though.
I don't care about it. You ain't hear me say Kai Jones' name in months. Excuse
I'm
yourself,
just
bro.
saying, bro. I'm at the end of the day, you ain't gotta.
I don't even think
We ain't
John Wall better
actually
than
talk,
Karl Anthony Towns, man. Like, let's keep it
bro.
funk, bro.
I am keeping it funky with you. I'm disagreeing with you. You waiting for me to agree with you for you
He
to
ain't better
consider
than
that funky?
Cade. He ain't better than none
It's
of these
not.
I
It's
niggas,
don't
not.
man.
think,
Bro,
I don't
it's
think
not
that's the
about that, bro. We
hold on,
giving
I
them.
don't think it's the, yeah, I don't
Nobody
think that's
is
the
comparing him
conversation
to
though.
these
Yeah, that's not the
players.
Like,
You're
conversation. We
doing
give
that.
him a shout out. He retired, bro. A
Exactly.
shout
This is
out.
what Leaf is doing by himself.
And to be fair, Washington is not a front office that is known for building teams around their franchise players. Like
Can we be
all the
honest?
guys that y'all talking about and mentioning and bringing up, the
Nah,
Clippers
that's
put a
decent.
squad around Blake Griffin. The New Orleans put a squad around Anthony. You had at one point you had
That's what I'm
AD.
trying to tell
Hold
him.
on, let me just finish.
Go ahead.
The old AD had a point in time where he had DeMarcus Cousins, one of the
Who was
top
hurt.
centers in the league, next to him.
Who was
AD
hurt. They
Rose had
barely
a point.
played
Hold on,
16
let me
games
finish.
together, by the way.
Rose had a point. Rose had a point where he had Jakeem Noah, he had Carlos Boozer. They had a squad around them. Kyrie Irving played with freaking LeBron James at one point.
Facts.
Like they had players around them, whether they was greater than them or not. They had players in a squad around them, and the front office was willing to put certain players around them to help them excel. Now, whether they win a championship with that or not, that's another story.
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit because when John Wall was in Washington and he was healthy, the Washington Wizards, they had a decent little team. They were going to the playoffs. What derailed John Wall and what derailed the Washington Wizards front office from building around him was his injuries. Period. He got injuries.
That's true, but
before the injuries, the nigga was battling LeBron, jumping on the table in Capital One Arena in the fucking playoffs. I seen it with my own eyes, nigga.
LeBron was running the East at that time.
Yeah, they ran into LeBron, but don't say the Wizards weren't competing. They were competing when John Wall was healthy and in Washington healthy with Bill. They were competing.
They was. I'm just saying, Washington's team compared to Chicago's team, no comparison.
No,
I'm taking Chicago's team every time.
They still were a playoff team, though.
I'm not even looking at
Right,
success.
but listen. No. When I'm looking at success. I'm saying more times than not, when I say that the Washington Wizards had their fair share of number one picks, it's true. They had their fair share of lottery picks. When you look at, did they assemble a team around these lottery picks and become successful like a consistent playoff team or title championship contender? No. So I'm saying that to say it does matter where players drafted. Look at Ace Bailey on draft day, pretending to be happy.
Hold on. And you want to talk real quick? You want to talk all this?
That nigga Larry Marketing was going off. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You want to talk all this cat shit? What the hell did Cat do in Minnesota when he was the number one option for all those years? I'll wait.
Was he underwhelming?
I'll wait.
I mean, hey,
he would have been underwhelming as number one.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Cat, respectfully, bro. Like I know. I don't like Cat at all, but respectfully, Cat was 2010 and most of them years in Minnesota, just to keep it fun.
It is crazy though.
2010 too.
It is crazy, but look, it's crazy that Cat was drafted in 2015, and it took until a player getting drafted in 2021 for him to start winning. And mind you,
who the hell was D-Rose's second option in his MVP season?
Look, Cat had. Y'all remember who Cat had on this team? They was marketing them as the big three, and Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, and him.
Exactly.
They were supposed to be the squad.
Hold on, LM. Who was the number one option on that team?
Probably Andrew Wiggins.
Zach LaVine was playing.
Probably Andrew Wiggins.
But when Cat first got there, they were building around Cat. He was the centerpiece.
Yeah, when he first got there, and then the second year they got Wiggins, and then they said, "All right, yeah, go ahead."
Yeah, but look who remained on that team, and look who they traded for. It's clear they looked at him as the numero uno if they was willing to get rid of Wiggins and Zach LaVine.
Exactly.
I don't think they should have got rid of Cat this past year, bro. Like, be honest with you.
All I'm saying is, Leaf, you sitting up here and you comparing him to John Wall and saying he better, but at the same time, Cat didn't do shit as a number one option in Minnesota. He had good numbers, but so did John Wall. John Wall took his team to the playoffs. He didn't really do shit, but he had good numbers. So how is Cat so much better? I don't understand. What did he do as a number one option in Minnesota, a leader? I don't want to hear shit past that with the Knicks and all that.
All right, I'm just give you the breakdown.
Nah, man,
I'm gonna just give you the breakdown of what he did.
I'm no breakdown, bro. We just giving John Wall a nice.
You asked me a question, bro. Go ahead. Asked me a question. I'm just answering it, bro. Like he wanted to know what Cat did. First year, rookie of the year, 18-10. Second year, 25-12. Third year, 22-12. Fourth year, 25-12. Fifth year, 27-11. The year after that, 25-11. The year after that, 25-10. The year after that, he went down because that was the injury year. He played
How many
29
playoff
games
runs he had before he got Anthony Edwards on the
Leaf,
team?
before he got Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can.
He probably had 2, and that was probably with Jimmy
Leaf,
Butler.
But Leaf, that's my point. I'm not denying he didn't put up great numbers, but what we're saying is so did John Wall. But at the same time, neither of them really didn't push their team to the limit or really didn't go nowhere in the playoffs. So how is Cat so much better?
Man, never mind them.
John Wall put up great numbers too.
They're not.
Listen, look, all that team shit. Listen, I understand that, but like player to player, I don't think John Wall was better than a lot of these number 1 picks.
Cool. That's nice. That's cool. It's not about who's better. Giving the man a shout out to him retired. All the Washington fans love my Dougie. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shout out. That's all.
How many Washington fans you know?
I live in Maryland.
I ain't gonna lie. I love watching John Wall. I like watching John Wall.
Like I said, I live in Maryland.
So
it's a lot of Wizard fans in Maryland. That's what you telling me?
What you think? It was the Bullets. It was Washington Bullets. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, that's all fine and good. It might be a lot of Virginia Squire fans in where you at, my nigga. I don't know.
I'm not in Virginia.
Might be a lot of ABA niggas where you at. I wouldn't know, but I'm just asking questions.
Maryland is Wizards, bro. Maryland is Wizards.
Maryland borders DC, so does Northern Virginia. So
I ain't gonna lie, John Wall definitely had an impact because after that nigga left, Bill wasn't dragging none of them niggas to the playoffs.
He damn sure wasn't, bro. He was there after 30, but he wasn't dragging shit to the playoffs. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That nigga was the head honcho.
Listen,
but we got to remember how weak the East was, though.
No, but what I'm saying is, this is more about the flowers we was giving him. Like, yo, you know, the average NBA player is 4 years. You know, he played like 10 seasons, 10 healthy seasons. He had like 13 seasons in totality, but like maybe 10 healthy seasons. And one of them, he played half the season. I think like 41 games. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. You know, he played from 2010 to 20 to 20.
Basically, the second that he left Washington, his days was numbered.
Bro, but he stayed there. Look, and it's another thing. Hold on, this another thing. John Wall, a number 1 pick, and how many could say this? John Wall, a number 1 pick, stayed with the team that drafted him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's because nobody wanted to trade for that nigga.
That's nah. The thing is, that's not the modern NBA. That's not the modern NBA. Luka got traded. That's not the modern NBA. The modern NBA, they don't invest in their players.
Luka got traded.
Hold on, let me finish. John Stockton and Karl Malone, they played together almost their whole entire NBA career. They only went to the finals once. That will never happen in NBA. If you don't if you're not winning early, they not investing in you.
Reggie Miller played for the Pacers for 18 years, man.
But when they drafted him, though.
Yeah, they drafted him in 1987, I think.
Exactly. That should not happen.
That should not happen in today's NBA. The only way you staying on the same team, bro, like is if you do what Steph Curry did for the Warriors.
I think the only remnant is Steph.
Steph. We all know Steph ain't going nowhere because
LeBron the second did it, but he left on his own.
LeBron became an off-season prostitute. We all know that. But listen, like the thing is, Yeah, do that because I'm about to wild out.
Hold on, don't wild out unless you be wilding out on your channel.
I do.
Cause I just got monetized, man. So don't fuck up my shit, man.
I ain't gonna mess up nothing, bro. I ain't saying nothing I ain't say before.
You said you about to wild out, yeah, man. But yeah, just be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
I'm being mindful.
Yeah, I don't want brands to pop in the chat. They're like, oh yeah, let me just check out this Big Fan Breezy guy. and you know what I mean. We got you saying some outlandish shit. You know
I'm
what I'm
being
saying?
I'm being mindful that somebody is out. Listen,
And they won't let
off
their
season,
13-year-old
off season. Somebody is out here bunny hopping, bro. It is what it is, bro. I call it. I
I
call
ain't
it
tripping
straight
on
down
that.
the line. You know what I'm saying? So, like, listen, John Wall staying on the Wizards for them last for the
I'm,
first what
I'm
8-9
what?
years of his career. Like, I'm gonna keep it funk because I know what happened. Nobody wanted John Wall on their team for no trades, bro. Like, but the Wizards. The Wizards could get rid of him fast enough.
But how many plays?
But
Realistically,
Leaf,
But
we gotta
how
add
many play?
context
No,
to
but
that
how
though.
many plays you going to mention? Because that was my original question before you
Oh
spun my shit
God.
like a motherfucking yarn. And my original question is how many players stayed on the team that drafted them for that long?
mm, I give you
Bro,
for
we
that
gotta add
long.
context. We gotta add context to this. The dude got hurt, and then when he was recovering, he was doing some non-basketball stuff, like the Wibby 17 said, and got hurt again at home.
Yeah,
That's what. So, of course, ain't nobody gonna want to trade for him. He was
yeah.
broken goods at that point. But let's not act like if John Wall wasn't healthy, teams wouldn't have been lined up to get him, bro. Like,
No,
come
no,
on
no,
now.
no, 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 no.
Like,
Help you
That's
mean
a
to like
version of the story
help
that
me
got
because
spent.
hold on,
Hold
because you
on.
know trades are not
I'm gonna
supposed
tell
to
the
be
truth.
voided when a player is injured. That's
The
why the
real,
Ben
the
Simmons.
real
Hold
reason.
on, hold on. Let me say this. That's the real truth with the whole Ben Simmons shit. Bringing it back to Brooklyn Nets. No trade is supposed to be voided if the player is injured. Like it's not
Right,
supposed to
but
happen.
Sean Marks waived the
That's the
injury clause.
but no. But what I'm saying is even if that's the initial trade, it's not supposed to go through if it's
That's
a
a
player
fact.
that's injured.
That
So
that is that is a
I'm
fact.
saying that to say I get what Joey's saying. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, we the Brooklyn Nets fans, we hurt the most because of what happened with Ben Simmons. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, you talking about damaged goods? That's what it sounds like.
and
You
not
know?
only that, the
I'm
No,
not
because he
even
was the
talking
number
about
one
damaged
draft
goods,
pick.
bro.
So
The
but can I
Nah,
reason
real
Joey
quick?
said that.
the
We gonna
reason
talk about
hold
contracts
on,
when we talk
Joey.
about
Hold on,
okay, go
Joey,
ahead.
because you listen, a portion of that story is true, but the real truth about that story is the real reason why John Wall couldn't get traded because the Wizards signed that nigga to a crazy ass contract that nobody wanted.
I was gonna say that. But
Nah, that's
Leaf,
true.
that all adds into it, right? So if you got a guy that you just signed to all this money, then he did he had an ACL, I mean Achilles,
I
right?
don't remember
He
what he
had
had.
It was an
Nah, it
Achilles.
wasn't
It was
Achilles. I think it
an
was
Achilles.
might be a knee
It
injury
was
or
an
something.
Achilles. We
It
checked. It
was an
was an
Achilles. Hold
Achilles.
on, he had an Achilles, right? You still gave him all this money because that's your guy. You're still banking on him to come back strong, right? That's your franchise. Then I heard that he was putting up some curtains or something and slipped and re-aggravated it at home. I don't know how true it is, but I heard he was at home. He re-aggravated his shit, re-aggravated his injury when he was healing. So of course, when you look at you're the Washington Wizards and you're sitting back like, damn, I just gave this dude all this money and he just hurt his Achilles twice. There's no way I'm gonna be able to trade him. That's common sense. Like, ain't nobody trading for him. It's just bad luck, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But let's not act like he was prime John Wall and teams just didn't want him. I think that's being a little disingenuous, bro. You know?
Yeah, yeah, but to the point,
That contract had a
listen,
lot to do with it.
listen,
Well,
but
the contract and the injury.
but
I mean,
hold
even
on,
before the contract, the Wizards couldn't get him traded.
hold on, yeah, time out. We giving the Wizards too much airtime. The reason why I brought John Wall up before y'all joined the panel, I was saying that do you? I was asking, Fizz, do you think Fizz is like John Wall? Because you said nobody can stay in front of him, and I remember John Wall as a player, like it was hard to stay in front of him. Like Joey said, even if it was one speed, you couldn't keep up with it. Like he's just too quick, too fast. And he was explosive too. You know what I'm saying? So
In transition, yeah, he definitely was.
I don't know if that's. But if I had to make a player like Jaeger, like who would I compare him to? I don't know, man.
Or is Diaw with a jump shot.
Trayor is like that too with that speed, bro. Don't sleep on Trayor. He got that speed as well, bro. That catching
yeah,
and
Mm,
it's
rebound.
just
Like,
Wall
Yeah,
has Wall has the speed and
But
He
athleticism.
Trayor
might
is
be
not
John
having
Wall.
defenses designed for him, bro. Like John Wall was. Like when John Wall got the
Not yet.
rebound, bro. Like if you was
Not yet.
smart enough defensively, your team got back, and then John Wall couldn't do shit.
Bro, he averaged 10 assists. He was definitely doing something. My thing,
No, the
look,
man was a
look,
one-man machine. If he got the rebound, he was down the court before everybody.
He was down the
Exactly.
court. If your defense didn't get back,
There
you
was
was
nothing you
you was
can do.
screwed, bro.
And
Like,
not only
yeah, of
that,
course.
John Wall was athletic as well. That's the thing that
Exactly.
Fears is not athletic like John Wall. I think that's the
Nah,
comparison.
absolutely not.
He coming out of college at Kentucky in high school, like he was one of the most athletic guards
John
besides
Wall
Rose that I've
at his
seen.
best, athletically, he was close to two niggas in the history of this league at the point guard position. That's Russ and D Rose.
I agree.
And he wasn't better than neither one of them niggas
You want to know
ever.
so
but
crazy?
still,
He
I'm not
used to
comparing him, bro. I'm
he
just
used to
giving him
jump
his
off.
flowers, man.
He used
Shout
to
out to
jump off
John
of 2
Wall, man.
feet.
You ain't gotta be better than nobody. Just be the best John Wall you can be. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga said to be the best John Wall you can pick.
Those
Niggas
matchups
sound
used to
like
be fun to. Those matchups
niggas
used to be
sound like
fun
a
to watch.
niggas sound like a what's that commercial the Fresh Maker
Mentos.
yeah, that Mentos commercial. Be the best
Yo,
that you'll lie. The Fresh Maker.
Yo,
Remember that bullshit?
shout out to that. Shout out to the freshman. Yo, but Brooklyn Ella, man, you ain't say but a word, man. Then you know what I mean? But all right, so this whole thing with me having this narrative about Yago and Ben Seraph being big guards and being able to defend the perimeter, do you think that I'm asking for too much in that first season, or am I onto something? Am I onto something about the Nets having an identity on the defensive side of the ball, because that spells success? That same season we went to the finals. Same seasons we went to the finals.
I don't think you're off. I think defensive identity is what we should be known for. I just think, from what I've noticed, everybody in the NBA is not going to be a great defender. Like it is what we got. Average defenders, we got horrible defenders, and we got great defenders, and we even got good defenders. But it's if they turn out to be at least good defenders, to me, that's okay in my book. Like they don't gotta be Kawhi type defenders or whatever the case may
Exactly.
be. But if they can have some sort of resistance on defense, especially with the length that they have, if they
Right.
better than Luka on defense, that's an A plus for me.
Right.
That's
I don't
basically
know
it.
if well, all right, how much better than Luka we talking, bro? Like, come on,
I'm
bro.
talking about at least being able to
Because
stay in front of their man and
I'm
not
nigga.
look at them
That's
blow
damn.
by and go
That's
to the
damn near. That's damn
layup
near
line.
40%.
You gotta play
Yeah,
better.
but at least
That's
not look at
40%
them.
of being a better
At least
defender
not
than
looking
Luka.
at the player go to the layup line and complain to the ref every time they don't get a foul call.
I mean, I
If
think
they not
Diego
doing
could play
that,
a
then yeah,
passing
I
lane,
think
but
we're
like
good.
I think the real question mark and the elephant in the room is Drake Powell. Is Drake Powell gonna be like the basically like the nonstop defensive stopper on this team at some
Yeah,
point?
but that's what I'm saying. But okay, that's expected. I mean, that's an article I'm gonna get into. I seen it on X. I'm gonna read it. Because that was part of the show. I just couldn't fit it in the title. But not to skip to Brooklyn Element Leaf, because we're gonna go back to Brooklyn Element Leaf. My thing is, yes, we have to make that precedent. We have to prioritize them being big guards and utilizing them as big guards. Have them play up above the 3-point line. Like, for instance, if we play in the zone, make the zone where the defenders, Ben Seraph, Yago, and Nolan Traore, they play above the 3-point line. They do not let players start basketball actions above the 3-point line. We got to be above the 3-point line. We ain't got to throw them in the half-court press or half-court trap. I think that's too much. I don't even think that we got to pick up at half-court. But we do got to start playing defense above the 3-point line. If not, the modern NBA will continue to cook us. No matter what Drake Powell do, and there's an article I'm going to get to. Let me pass it to Brooklyn Element Leaf, because I just wanted to say that. But I'm going to get to this article, how they talk about Highsmith being a mentor for Drake Powell. I'm going to get to that. Go ahead, yeah.
Well,
Nah, I mean
what
Yegor can be a good defender. He got the measurables for it in terms of his wingspan, his height. I just think it's a matter of mentality. Does he want to go out there and play defense? I think that's the thing that we got to question. But it seemed like he would do. I mean, I know from what I've seen so far of him, the dude tries his best on both ends. You know, whether he is doing a good job or not, he at least has a will to play defense. So I mean, we'll see. Will he be a great defender in the lineup? I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing from him in terms of his willingness to play defense. So we'll see. But
I
I don't know
I
if
could,
Mr.
I could
Raff is going to be in the
definitely
lineup at the two.
I could definitely sign off on everything that was said about Jaeger, bro. Like at 6'8", well 6'9", I guess. I mean, like if you playing alongside positive defenders, bro, like that's most likely gonna rub off. Like you gonna be a positive defender, and you got a coach that's gonna hold your feet to the fire. You know what I'm saying? So like but what I'm most concerned what I'm most ready for is the other skill sets that he already good at, and that's on offense and as a passer, as a willing passer. You know, how many guys? How many how often is the ball going to move around in certain sets? Is he going to play make out of the post, man? Because we seen him doing that in BYU. At 6'9", being able to be somewhat of a 3-level playmaker, and that continuing to rise long levels, along with Danny Wolf. I think but I think the go-tos of a defensive strategy, at least this season, to me, um, obviously is going to point to the direction of Drake Powell and Zaire Williams because for one, we know what Zaire Williams brings on the defensive end, bro, at with his ability and his wingspan. And
I think I
You
think
add
he'd be
Drake
fine
Powell,
for
you
both
add Drake. Yeah, but this to land the plane. You add Drake Powell to that equation. Now you got two guys that's you don't really have to draw plays for. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go out there and they're gonna get everything through the mud and do effort. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it makes the job easier for a guy like Jaeger who's a willing passer, willing to get everybody involved. And he seemed like somebody, man, like if you playing defense, if you running, if you moving out there cutting to the basket, you getting open, he gonna find you on offense, and he gonna have his hands in passing lanes and help out on defense with his
Word,
height as well. So
word. Hold on, let me get to this article. They said defensive duo Williams Highsmith poised to mentor Nets rookie Drake Powell. Fact: the Brooklyn Nets recent addition of Hayward Highsmith could impact incoming UNC product Drake Powell's minutes in his rookie season. I'm trying to make it bigger so y'all can read it. Also, a fact: the Brooklyn Nets recent addition of Hayward Highsmith could be the best thing that happened to incoming UNC product Drake Powell in his rookie season. Okay. Assuming Zion Williams eventually puts pen and paper on his 2-year, $12 million deal he signed at the start of free agency, Powell will have the opportunity to learn from both Williams and Highsmith before there's any real pressure for him to produce. So it looked like Zion Williams and Highsmith are going to get minutes before Drake Powell. Just reading this. That's massive in terms of his development. Williams is one of the most underrated up-and-coming wings in the NBA. Under head coach Jordi Fernandez, he will theoretically take another step forward next season. And Highsmith's reputation speaks for itself. Every team can use a defender like him. Both players also have a combined 9 seasons of experience witnessing each end of the NBA spectrum throughout their careers. Williams, a former lottery pick, fell out of favor in Memphis before reviving his career in Brooklyn. He was an integral part of the rotation last year and already knows what Fernandez expects. That's a fact. And then there's 28. I mean, Highsmith is 28. Okay.
Breezy, hold on a second. Did I just speak that Zaire whatchamacallit shit into existence without even looking at the article? Because you know I don't read shit.
Yes,
What do you
Jedi.
mean? I don't know what you're talking about. You spoken into
When I was talking about Zaire and Drake Powell being like the intricate parts of the go-to parts of the defense to start
No,
off.
man, we been knew that, man. You ain't fucking have no epiphany and
I
told us
mean,
something.
but nigga, why you give me the respect and shit after I said what the fuck I just said, nigga? You
My
you
man
talking
Lee said he
about
got that Pyrex vision, man.
my
But
nigga?
all
Damn,
right, yeah, okay, it was
you
elite
kept
pick.
talking about fucking
Okay.
Yago and Ben Saraf. We don't even know if Ben Saraf gonna get no fucking minutes, bro. Like, what we talking about?
Bro, I'm saying they big guards, and again, it was a knock on
Big
Cam
guard.
Thomas that he was a small guard, so they big guards. So I expect them to prioritize the defense because, in my opinion, being in the Eastern Conference, I think the Brooklyn Nets should prioritize defense. That's the name of the game. We ain't
Big
doing
guard
nothing different,
university.
and I just think that we should stick with that. And the whole onus of them being playmakers, why is that such a priority for fans to care about? Why we can't care about defense? Why fans don't care about defense? Everything about fucking offense. Everybody wanna look at the offense. Oh, look, he's a playmaker. Oh, this and that. Like the defense don't mean
Maybe that's
shit.
the direction we
No,
going
but
into.
no, but that shouldn't be the direction we going in because that shouldn't get us no wins. Even when we had KD, Kyrie, and Harden, they ain't necessarily known as defenders. They wasn't locking shit up, but you can't stop them. I
You want
don't
to know
think
what's
that
so
should
funny?
be. What I'm saying is, I see what the Nets are doing. I don't necessarily agree.
Oh
I don't
man.
always think that they should be doing the shit that they be doing. I'll be having my own opinions.
Hey,
But
I, I just wanted to
I'm
bring
trying
something
to
up
get
real
on the
quick.
same page with you, bro. But
look, let
like you
me
just said,
finish reading it. Let me finish reading the thing. That's the
Okay, go
page that
ahead.
I'm on. Like I gotta go away from again. What I'm saying is this: we all knew about Drake Powell. We spoke about Drake Powell, and yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm reading the article. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it come down to Highsmith, I do want it to be how you say let Highsmith start off with more minutes than Drake Powell, but somewhere or another they gotta be a
don't
transition
we
with
still got Terrence Mann?
yeah, Terrence Mann too, but he
Exactly.
supposed to play with two guards.
Exactly. I was waiting, you know what I'm saying?
I want to see Drake Powell play the three more than
Two
the two.
guard. I want to see him
That's
play
just
the
me.
two.
You want to
I
see Drake
swear,
Powell play
bro.
the two?
Nah,
Yeah, I want to see
we need him
because
at the two.
Drake Powell is gonna be the most likely gonna be the POA, bro. Like on our team, bro. So I mean, if I had to say, bro, like at some point in the year he gonna be the POA. Zaire's gonna be the POA for wings and shit, bro. Like for the motherfuckers that's like on some PG shit and Brandon Miller type shit. He gonna be guarding them. But
Yeah, mind you, he's being
Drake Powell
six
was most likely gonna
six.
be guarding the guard the ball handlers, the niggas that bring up the ball, the guards, the Ant Mans and all of them
And
niggas, bro.
the
So
flopping
Not
Jalen
only
Brunson.
that, he's six
yeah, and
six, but he's
we got to
also
worry
one
about
of
a
the
nigga like
most.
SGA, bro, kicking
You
his feet
said
to
he
the
six.
side
You
and
hold
getting
on. You
fouls,
just
bro.
said, but you said Brooklyn
He's
Nine. He's 6'6".
I said he's 6'6", but him
Big
having a
guard.
7 foot wingspan, he's
Mm-hmm.
also one of the most athletic players in the draft. Like he has his vertical is ridiculous. So you talking about putting
And
that in
Vince
the
Carter right
backcourt?
there. You know
Oh,
Vince Carter, the homie.
I mean, you talking about putting him in the backcourt, bro? I mean, at the two guard, he gonna be guarding guys like Booker, like Ant, like you know what I'm saying, like the Donovan Mitchells, like the two guards. That's really gonna be what I'm looking for. If they, throw him in the fire against those two guards, how he gonna match up and pair up well?
Yeah, no, I agree
'Cause
with you. I like that. And I wasn't joking. I really do like that Vince Carter is there as an alumni, and for him, like you said, he got this vert. It'd be dope to see Vince Carter. Like, he not an assistant coach or nothing, but he around. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's cool. I think that's cool.
wasn't
he
Vince
be giving.
Carter
He be.
teaching Mikel to dunk the ball or some shit?
Yeah, he be giving.
Oh
He be
man,
giving.
come on,
He be
Brooklyn
giving the
Nine,
players
man.
pointers.
Let's not
He
go
be
there.
giving the players
Hold
pointers
on,
and
hold
shit.
on, hold on. Let me just read this real quick. Let me just read this real quick. Brooklyn is in no way expected to compete next season, which means Powell will get plenty of opportunities to shine eventually. It will be highly beneficial for him to sit, barring a breakout in training camp, and learn behind guys like Williams and Highsmith. Eventually, he'll get his chance, but he should soak up every ounce of knowledge he can from those
This is
two
the
rivals.
bullshit with this
Both
team.
know.
I don't be getting, man.
What you mean,
Like,
Brooklyn?
why? I don't get it. Like, we drafted 5 dudes. Throw them into the fire.
You.
Like, one thing I remember is about when fucking before them niggas started tanking, when they traded CP3 on that OKC team, Sam Presti let all them young niggas play. Even during the tanking season where they got Josh Giddey with the sixth pick,
I mean,
Shea
but they
was
had a lot of
playing.
the
Dort
same
was playing.
archetypes though. Like, I mean, you had Pocket Shesky and the other nigga that was basically the same type of player.
Right, but they let them play to see what they
Giddy and
got.
SGA, they both needed the ball in their hands, and for
No, no, no.
years,
I'm talking about before they got Giddy. This was the year they got Giddy. Giddy
oh, the
wasn't on
year
the
they
team.
got Giddy,
I'm
yeah,
talking about when
Oh,
they traded CP3, and it
right.
was just that was their
It
first
was him,
year
Lou Dort,
of the
Pocket
Lou Dort. Yes,
Shesky,
they
and them.
let them play
Yeah,
to figure out who they were and what type of players they was going to be. That was Shea's development after playing with CP3. Let's see what we got here with this dude.
I think so. I
And they
mean,
let
well,
them
yeah,
play.
yeah,
They
but
let the
I
young
think
guys play. It
the
was barely any vets on that
But
team.
yeah, but I think the development was solely for Shea. It was Shea and Lou Dort, bro. They was the only two niggas that was still on
right,
the team today. If
right,
you
right.
Don't
look
he
at the
have a
rest,
jumper when during that year? He had to
I'm
develop that jumper.
Hold on,
nah.
hold on,
Lou Dort developed the jumper during that CP year, bro. They left the nigga wide open. He hit a
hold
few
on.
of them.
Can I finish my soliloquy real quick? I
Oh yeah,
just
go
wanted to
ahead.
Yeah.
end off. I just wanted to end off saying, and then I want to introduce Easy H on the panel. Is he not gonna get no clock? I thought he was gonna get clock. He ain't really gonna get no clock, based on what
Stupid
I'm
ass
reading in this article.
organization.
So again, I'm just looking at because it's 5 first rounders, and I'm just trying to see. You know what I'm saying? What it was gonna say. I ain't know what it was gonna say, but it don't seem like he's gonna get clocked. It seemed like it's gonna be two guys in front of him, and he's gonna be watching them developing in that way. And I guess on a back to back, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Then he'll get some time, but other than that, just him being in the starting rotation, that's not gonna happen. And on
You
top of
still
that,
BKing while who's comment breeze just now?
yeah, man, I'm not trying to stir the pot, man. I'm not. That ain't even no super chat, man. I'm not reading that. You know what I mean? He just trying to stir the pot right now. You know what I mean? But I'm saying all that to say that I like Drake Powell, and I do want to see him get minutes. But as far as I hear, Highsmith is going to miss 6 to 8 weeks. So if that's the case, it's going to be Zaire Williams, then Drake Powell.
I think they said he'll be back by like October 17th or some shit. I don't know.
Wait, who injured for that one?
Highsmith.
Highsmith.
The
Yeah,
nigga Powell?
No,
No,
Highsmith.
Highsmith.
Oh, Highsmith. We traded for
Yeah,
the injured nigga.
he just got surgery or some shit
I
like that.
told you, man, we the rehab center. What you mean? We the rehab center, bro. We get you right.
God,
We
bro,
just
this
got him because we
nigga.
the only team in the dang East that got space for the niggas that these other teams don't want.
Yeah, fact.
It,
You're right.
pretty much.
So we could fill up our G League roster, so Ice could be happy and vlog about that bullshit, bro. Like, get the fuck
yeah,
out of here,
Let
bro.
me get something else
yo,
to talk about. Let me school y'all on some shit. You know what I mean?
Oh
Hey,
boy,
go ahead and
what
school
I
y'all on
told
some
you,
shit,
and I
man.
tell you what's coming. Go ahead.
bro, stop it,
Drew
man.
Smith
Don't
got
act like
signed
that.
after that too, though. I
Don't
ain't
act
gonna
like
hold
that
you.
ain't entertaining content, man. Shout out to my guy Ice, man. Shout out to the G League. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. When I realized that the G League could go from 40,000 to 2 million, some of them players they playing their hardest, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I'm not trying to change the topic, but I just seen this dude. I think he's this African dude. He was open on the internet, and he got an NBA job, and he got a contract before Cam Thomas. I said, God damn. Like,
yo,
Everybody getting paid before that
yo,
nigga, bro. Good
yo, I
God.
could swear the Miami Heat signed this dude, bro. Yo,
Who, Drew
serious?
Smith?
yeah, the dude we
Nah,
had. That's why I was talking about the dude we had.
no,
This
man,
nigga
look,
Bro.
Max Struess got money before
Hey, see
Cam
what I'm
Thomas.
saying?
This shit is ridiculous.
Nah, but hold on, real quick, though, before I ain't trying to say this up. Drew Smith, we had him on the G League team. Miami signed him, and now he's playing with Miami. That's why I was talking about their culture and what they run the players through. And now he's on their team. He couldn't make it on our team. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy.
They
I'm
culture,
telling you,
bro.
bro.
Well, you got to remember, they culture is drafting right in the middle of the draft any damn way, bro. They ain't got no high talent to really work with outside of Bam and Tyler Hero sandwich. My nigga, like, come on. They got to put G League niggas around them, bro. Where you think they got Duncan Robinson from? He was undrafted. Max Strus was undrafted. Motherfucking Gabe Vincent was undrafted. And all them niggas got paid before Cam Thomas did, which is a fucking disgrace. But at the same
I just
time,
think
bro,
they just doing that because they know we bidding against ourselves, so we can sign our nigga anytime we want. We don't got to be right away. As long as it's
right
like
now,
before
bro, we
October
just
1st.
throwing shit at the wall and we seeing what's trying to work, bro. Like if we throwing basically the same archetypes at the wall and seeing which one of them stick,
The
bro.
niggas just traded for Highsmith before signing Cam Thomas, so that's some
That's
crazy.
right.
That's crazy to me.
Yo,
Like, is
they
this
said,
the moves they talking about before signing Cam Thomas? Like,
yo, my thing is at the end of the day, what the vision gotta be defense over offense. You know what I'm saying? Why put pressure on these rookies to buy into Jordy Fernandez and what he got going on the offensive side of the ball? I mean, let's call it what it is. He's seen pure talent as an assistant coach. He's seen Sabonis. He's seen Fox run the offense. He's seen Jokic. He's seen Murray run the offense. He's seen MPJ there too. MPJ was there too. But my
So
point is,
MPJ should be all right. And
but
stop
no,
messing with adult movie stars trying to hook up and shit. Get
you
on
know
the
what I'm
court, nigga.
saying? But I just, you know what I mean? I feel like when it come down to what Jordy Fernandez seen with talent, I wonder what Jordy Fernandez thinks about this blaster. You know, I wonder how he looks at it and says he's gonna put it together. You know what I'm saying? I do wanna see how he put that together. I do want to see if he runs the pick and roll, like because you did all driving kicks. And if you got somebody like Jaeger not being aggressive at the basket and he's 6'9", it's like, you know what I mean? Like if it's not all about Cam Thomas, then yeah, let me see some shit.
If you put an athlete in a dunk box
Let
on this team, bro, it would be hella exciting, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Claxton is good in the dunk box. I'm not
Who?
going front on Claxton. Claxton is good in the dunk box.
Huh?
I'm not about the front on Claxton.
Huh?
I seen him
is
dunk
good in
on
the dunk
LeBron when
box.
he had Harden, bro.
Huh?
Claxton is good in the dunk box. You know what I
Huh?
mean?
I ain't
He's
front
good in the dunk box, bro.
Huh?
in the
Claxton.
dunk box. That's where he was best at. He led the league, bro. He led the league in percentage.
Bro,
Leave. I don't know why you
stop that,
saying.
bro.
I don't know why you saying hum. All that nigga do
Right.
is catch lobs in the dunk spot. Why
Right.
you
My
saying
nigga,
hum?
Exactly.
Like
He
hold up.
led the league.
What you
Like
talking
LM.
about, hum?
Wait, time out. We gonna ignore the year that this nigga just had after just getting
Man,
We
paid?
not
it's
talking
the
about
best.
his year. We just talking about his athletic ability.
We talking
Nigga,
about
he
his
can
skill
catch
set.
lobs.
Nigga,
Right.
how
Yeah,
long
for sure.
In
ago
the
was
dunk
that?
spot.
Come on,
He can
Lee.
still do it.
You having an off day today, bro. Like,
Not having an off day. Y'all niggas is off, bro. We was
No,
just talking about getting rid of Clax, bro, before this draft. Now y'all niggas
no,
come on, bro.
you the one specifically said the dunk box where he's best at. That's
right.
exactly where his strength is.
Yeah.
I'm not about the front on Clax on his strength. That is the one
Nigga
strength
acting like
that
we
he
said he
got.
could shoot mid
On
ranges.
Clax
Right.
on his
Bruh,
strength. Oh
that's
my
his
Oh, don't
strength.
worry.
His strength is the dunk box,
god.
Listen, we still
bro.
not high on Clax. We just stating on where his strengths are. That's all.
Yeah.
Facts.
Joey.
Facts.
Nigga,
Yo,
most
Dunk
of his points
box.
come from the dunk spot. The dunk spot.
I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest with y'all, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one nigga holding us back, my nigga, from being a successful team,
He's
bro. I'll
still
be
good in
honest
the
with you.
dunk box, Lee. He's
Damn.
still good in the dunk
I feel
box,
like
Joey.
I feel like that nigga is the one of the main reasons for us for being a successful team and holding us back, bro. We get rid of that nigga, bro, like and
no,
find something.
hold on. See, this one. Let me do this real quick, bro.
Fuck that, bro.
Hold on,
Nah, y'all
hold on,
niggas wanted him gone, bro. Stop that.
hold on. First
Nigga,
off,
easy.
shout to Clax. He went back to his high school and they retired his jersey.
BK, you talking all this? Hop
Hold
up
on.
on the panel.
Hold on. He waved to all of the kids. He inspiring the whole town. He went home. He inspired his old high school. And I want to say, shout to Clax. This is a Nets fan page. When are Nets fans gonna give flowers to the players that's on the team? All I hear about is other players that's not on the team, and they more important than the players that's on the team.
My nigga, if that was the case,
Hurt.
bro, then we would have been giving flowers to Chase Budinger when he was hitting, my nigga, but we don't.
Bruh,
These
stop it.
niggas is a part of this. We not giving credit to the niggas that's a part of the shit years, bro. Like
Bruh,
I don't
what you mean? You look at Miles Turner.
hear y'all niggas go with these lovable
them.
losers. Miles Turner
I
was on
remember
two
them
different
Yogi.
winning teams.
I
He was
remember
on the
them Yogi
he was
Ferrell
with the
days
PG.
too.
He was with the PG years, bro. He was with the last of
Bruh,
those,
we
and
talking
then he
about
just
Nigga, we
got the
had Isaiah.
finals.
We had
Bruh.
Isaiah Whitehead before Derek.
Bruh, I'll be giving flowers to the players. You want to critique their whole game. I just said, bro, he was waving to high school kids. What
Great.
were you critiquing his game for?
That's good philanthropy right there, my nigga. But I need results on the fucking court, my nigga. I am a Nets fan, nigga. I wave my black and white flag everywhere I go. I'm in middle goddamn America, nigga. I'm thousands of miles away from home, my nigga. I don't know when I'm ever coming back.
He need
But
a
I'm
good
waving
lock.
I'm waving my damn flag. And it ain't a white one, it's a black and white one. It sometimes got gray in it. And I'm gonna let all you niggas know up in here right now, bro. Like, I'm not settling for no mediocrity. I'm not settling for no lovable losers no more.
Bruh,
If you out here taking
Easy, why
L's,
you
bro,
dead?
get the
Nick
fuck out.
Claxton is not mediocrity in the Dunker's box. That's the one place he's not mediocrity. He's great.
Niggas
That's what I'm
big.
trying to say,
He
bro.
need
He's great
players
in the
to
Dunker's
throw him
box.
some love. He need lot people that
Well,
throw
all
love.
right, so we
Yo,
drafted three
BK, hop in
guards,
the
so he don't
chat,
got no
man. Hop in the
excuse.
chat.
So that
If you
nigga
gonna
don't
say
got
all
no
of this,
excuse
hop in
not
the
to.
chat, man.
So
Hop
that
on the
nigga ain't got
panel.
no excuse not to add, not to be averaging over 70-something% from the field. That's what y'all saying? Got it. Cool.
We ain't saying that. We just saying he good at
Well,
what he
say
does, which
something,
is
nigga.
loud.
Fuck the bullshit.
We are saying something. He's in a dunk box. That's what we saying, bro. What
He
you
in a
mean?
dunk box.
Yeah. What you mean,
My
bro?
thing is, how is he saying, when him only being in the dunk spot and being good in the dunk spot is
Him
what niggas
only
was
being in the
complaining
dunk
about
spot.
with him all last season.
Facts.
Him
LM.
being in the dunk spot was hard and is way different than what he is now, bro. Like, let's keep it
Bro, but we
100,000%.
always complain
Nigga,
that Claxton
James
only
Harden
short
had
spot is the
Clint
dunk spot.
Capella. James Harden had Clint Capella looking good in the dunk spot. Let's stop this. Come on,
Nigga,
bro.
when do you see Capella ever take a mid range? Come on, bro.
Oh
Yo,
Let's
my
stop with the
God! Now,
bulls.
now,
Let's stop
now,
with the
now we
bullshit.
now we celebrate. Now we celebrating a
you
once
want
in a
some
blue moon mid range
you want
from
some
a nigga
bullshit
that
now.
was a shooter in
They
college.
basically the same player. Just Capella probably better at the free throw spot.
Oh boy, this shit is getting out of hand.
You
This
getting
shit.
out of hand tonight,
No,
bro.
I'm not, bro.
We ain't
Yeah.
gonna
No,
sit
I'm
here and
not.
say
I'm
we
getting.
ain't gonna
Hold
sit
on,
here
nah,
and say
I
Mitchell
got a
Robinson
question.
I'm
ain't good.
getting
Stop
to
with the same
reality,
player.
Ice.
Hold on. I got a
Ain't
question
no
for
hope
you.
on nothing, bro.
Nah,
I'm getting to
hold
fucking
on. Let me ask you a
reality.
question. Hold up. What is Clack's role on the team?
I don't know what his role is. That's what I'm trying to figure
Don't
out.
bullshit. Don't bullshit.
I ain't
Don't
Nah,
bullshit
bullshit.
you know
nothing.
what
I
his
don't know
role
what his
is.
role is on
Nah,
the
don't
team no more.
bullshit.
I
Don't
don't.
bullshit. Nah, bro.
Because after no, I'm gonna tell you why I don't know. Because
Why?
after the money that we done gave him, and after the year that he done had, after the money that we done gave him, I don't know no more. I don't.
The money don't change that.
The money
Exactly.
do
You out here
change that because the
bullshit.
because to me, nigga, you stole. You got 25 million
Now
and
you
you
on some
getting
bullshit.
No,
worse.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about you. Right in terms of his performance, like he should give out more. Nigga, you just got the bag. I'm talking about what his role is to do. That shit don't change, nigga. He's supposed to be a lock threat and rim protect and protect the perimeter,
I
nigga.
don't know what he's
That
supposed
ain't
to do.
changed.
Nah,
I don't
Lee.
know what he's supposed to
Nah,
do
bro.
no
You
more.
want
I
to talk
don't.
about John Wall ain't better than this. You don't know what Claxton role is on his team, bro.
I don't.
Get out of
Nope.
here with that,
I don't.
man. Bullshit.
Don't even worry about that, man. He don't know Claxton. Hold on, listen. Hold on. When it come down to Cam Thomas, we did that part of the title. We come down to John Wall, we spoke on that part of the title. Now, you know what I'm saying? This is the part of the show where I want the chat or anybody on the panel to just come up with some random questions. You know what I'm saying? Like just something different, just because it's the off season, we're not recapping the game. You know, anybody got some old quarrels, old bones to pick, you know, say come with it right now. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to
I'm
say
waiting for
had a
somebody
Yo, I
in
bad
the
just wanted
chat
to
play?
say
to
this,
ask
man.
me
I
some
just wanted to
silly
crack a
shit,
little
bro.
joke.
What
Hey,
question
hey,
is
hold
that?
on,
Go,
real quick,
go
Breeze.
ahead,
I
Joey.
wanted to crack a little joke because I had a little memory when you was talking about all this defensive stuff and how we gonna be a good defensive team. And remember when we got Mikal Bridges in the trade, and then you saw the memes with Mikal Bridges, Ben Simmons, and Claxton in the cop uniforms, and everybody was saying how we gonna have teams in jail, and our defense was supposed to be so good.
Joey, why you bring up that goofy
I
shit?
remember that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas
And
like,
our
yo, we got
defense,
the
yo,
best
but
Oh,
our
defense in the
defense
they
wasn't
league.
that
were
good,
showing
yo, bro. But hold on,
they were
real quick,
showing
they
the
had
defensive rating or
Nigga,
something.
Mikel is the reason why I don't eat
yo,
Chipotle no
but
more.
LM, they had me hype. I thought our defense was about to be a problem, yo.
Yeah, they said DFS there. Yo, DFS gonna add to the defensive versatility. Yeah, I
Right.
remember all
Jr.,
that.
Dennis Smith Jr. was there
Dennis
on
Smith
the team.
Jr. Yep, I remember all that. That defense was ass. That shit
That's
was
why. That's
crazy to
why I
see.
said the other day, Josh Vaughn couldn't get that defense right. The offense looked better than the defense, and he prioritized the defense first.
Mhm.
It just ain't pan out right well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man. Yo, listen.
Easy, you got kicked off the
But
panel.
on some
Yeah,
real
that's what I'm
stuff,
saying. I
Breezy.
just threw the link in the chat, man. I don't know what he's talking
But
about,
on
man.
some real, can I say this real quick, y'all? On some real
Trying to
stuff.
blame me. It's probably the bad Wi-Fi, man. It's probably in a taxi or something.
I want to say this real quick.
Nigga trying to
I
get
do.
online in the corner store
All
bodega.
jokes aside,
Go
hey
ahead, Joe.
Breeze,
Go ahead, Joey.
Breeze. All jokes aside, I do think we got some solid defensive pieces on this team. I mean, when you look at the Highsmiths,
Yeah.
you look at the Drake Powell
Zaire.
kid, you look at the
Right.
Zaire.
Zaire, you
Yeah.
look at the. I mean, Terrence Mann is pretty decent. He's a solid defender.
Barring
Um,
injury,
I think
Clax.
right, Claxton. And I think Clowney's going to be better defensively too this year. So we
Okay.
got some pretty solid pieces when it comes to defense. Believe it or not, when you really look at the roster, it's not too shabby
Yeah,
defensively.
solid.
I do like the defensive pieces, bro, but I just like it worded better. I like, listen, two-way players is basically the basically the modern NBA, and if we have that, I think we at least got some cards that we could play on the table and it could be successful. If we
Now,
just got defensive players, bro, and then we talking about a nigga
Yeah, but
that's just
two-way
no, but
standing
players
what
around
don't
I'm
just
on
fall
offense
out the
and
sky though,
waiting.
right,
Leaf. They don't just fall out the sky,
right,
my G.
but what I'm saying is when I'm again, my whole point of saying what I'm saying is by playing good defense, and the first thing you want to establish as a second year head coach and rookies in a player development in their first year is establishing defense because it's the quickest way to get the offense you want. You get defense and then you get the rebound. Now your offense starts as soon as you get the rebound. It don't start at half court. It
Right.
starts as soon as you get the rebound. We're not trying to play half court
Well, the team.
offense. Like I'm just saying. Let me land the plane saying this, Joey. If we land, we played offense from right off the rebound. That's the fastest way to
Right.
play develop the first year players and their confidence, bro. If they start scoring like that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be hype about that. You know what I mean?
I just want to say I think I mean, to piggyback off that, you turn defense into offense.
Right. That's all.
And that's really important when you don't have those high power offensive players. Not only that though, when you get defensive stops and you get downhill, it prevents the other team from setting their defense up. You feel what I'm saying? So you're more likely to get a better look at the basket or get a better high quality shot because the defense isn't set when you're playing like that.
Yo, hold on, easy. I ain't see you. You gotta hit me in the private chats. I'll be looking at articles and reading articles. I don't be looking at the screens.
Come on, easy, man. Put that sandwich down.
But Breeze, I think we've been trying to play like that for a while because the Nets knew
Yeah,
they didn't really have the talent to keep up offensively, and we've been trying to do that as far as like getting defensive stops and getting rebounding and pushing the pace down the court. to get easy
Yeah.
baskets, you know. So
Yeah, no, it makes
That's
sense.
true.
They got Nolan Traore for that. I think he's the first one up. They don't expect him to grab the rebound, but the defensive the assignment gotta be give him the ball first off the rebound. Off of
I
the
actually
rebound.
do. I have a question.
I
Yeah, what
feel
up?
like Nolan is gonna get more playing time than Ben Sarav.
Mm,
I
I
wouldn't
think so
argue
too.
that.
But
What?
my thing is, since Diego is on, Sue is if Diego is on the team, um, now that he is on, well, I think he'll get the most minutes, being that he is the eighth pick. But do we think that he make an all rookie first team?
I do.
Oh, you talking about Diego will be an all rookie first?
Yeah.
I think
I
yeah, I
do.
think Freddie, I think he gonna get clocked for it. That's what I was saying too. But I was wrong. I was saying all of our rookies are gonna get clocked. I don't think that's true now. With
Some
but Drake Powell, if Drake Powell get the start because Highsmith is hurt, not start, but be the second string player after Zaire Williams, and he plays well, he's gonna take Highsmith's spot. Highsmith's gonna have to earn that second spot from Drake Powell. It's Drake Powell's spot to keep. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
but
to
I mean, you said it. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, we don't know if they gonna get ticked because we don't know how the season gonna pan out. For all we know, some of these rookies might start outperforming some of these 2 3 year guys. You
I
know what I'm
think
saying? So
Fact.
you don't
even
know.
that article said Drake Powell was underrated. So I think he might get ticked, especially between Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann ain't dominating the tick over Drake Powell like that.
And Terrence Mann is just on in Brooklyn just to collect his $15 million a year, so we could get rid of him in the second year. We all know that 39-point game that he had against the Big Baguette, that will never happen
So
again.
I got a question for y'all. So based off of the whole Cam Thomas debacle, right, with his contract, how do y'all think Cam is going to come into this season when he is feels like he has to be forced to play for the Nets for the amount that they're giving him? Do you think he's going to like, like try to be selfish? Do you think he's going to play team ball? How do you think he's going to handle it this year
I think he wants to do
mentally?
forward. I think he's gonna no mentally, I think he's tough, man. I think he's a tough kid. I think he's seen Harden, KD, and Kyrie and all of that, and he had a tough skin. I think he was really upset about not getting the number one option over Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I do think that he's a little disgruntled about not getting the money that he really wants. But to your point, Joey, I think he's gonna be a professional. I think
Do you think he's going to play team ball or he's going to be crashing out trying to do the solo thing?
yeah, because of Jordy Fernandez. I think he know that Jordy Fernandez will take minutes from him if he don't play team ball. And when I say team ball, he's going to try to earn his shot attempts on the defensive side of the ball because that's how Jordy Fernandez coach. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think Jordy Fernandez and the Brooklyn Nets have the upper hand with Cam Thomas, and if Cam Thomas do want to get shot attempts, he's going to have to play defense. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? So I'm not even tripping. But I said I just want to end my soliloquy saying that I don't think it should be an equal amount of shots between these players. These ain't an equal amount of offensive skill set.
I agree.
If it's 50 shots, no, if it's 50 shots, Cam Thomas is getting the lion's share of that. He's getting the
Hmm.
line.
That's fair.
Nigga, I mean, if the damn front office, if he decided to take that contract that the front office gave or put out, but outside of that, bro, like if you drafted three playmakers, you expecting the ball to move. You know what I'm saying? So if you drafted three passes, you expecting the ball to move. So it's gonna be some combined shooting at some times. And it's gonna be a lot of what you saw last year with Keon Johnson taking a bulk of the shots, Zaire taking a bulk of the shots. Uh, who was that nigga? Toson and a whole bunch of niggas that was on our G League roster taking a bunch of the shots. So I mean, that's what it seemed the direction is going. But when we got to see when the season starts. So
Yeah, no, that
Right.
makes sense.
I'm just interested to see how Cam is going to handle this season with all the based off of all the off-season drama that happened with his contract. I want to know if he's going to go out there and be professional, but still do his thing within the system, or is he going to be disgruntled? And
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see how it's going to pan out with him this year.
I don't think he could be disgruntled because, like Breezy said, all they gonna do is make him sit down. You know what I'm saying? If he don't put up numbers, he don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So he really ain't got a choice but to fall in line and show out. You know what I'm saying? The right way, because they could just sit him down and be like, bro, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not a priority. You don't want to be here. Cool, just sit down. You know what I'm saying? And you get no minutes and you get no pay. You're gonna be right back in the same situation again unless somebody just want to offer you, you know what I'm saying, a contract just to offer you a bigger size contract, or else you might get a smaller contract than what you got offered. You know what I'm saying?
What makes that worse though, Ice, is that they drafted guys who are versatile in the lineup. So they not necessarily caring about the two guard spot and we don't got a definite two guard. All right, well we can experiment and put Yago there. We can experiment and put Nolan there. We can experiment and put Drake Powell there. Like they just don't. If that's the case, if it's expendable like that, they would be like, all right, well, if you're not gonna get with the program, you know what I'm saying?
It's like one of those. It's like one of those couches you can rearrange multiple ways and shit.
Yeah, fact.
Pretty much.
But what I'm saying is, like, they making it contingent on the height of the player. Like, the winning formula is the height of the player. Like, no, that's not all it takes. Like, yeah, you want to have a prototype and type of player you want to get, but to the extent of ignoring the talent the specific player has, play them to their strengths, not their weaknesses.
But I think KD talked about it on, I think, that LeBron podcast. He was like, the smaller guys in lineups now, especially with all these big guards coming into the league, like, they are easy target. Like, I think he was like, unless you like a Kyrie Irving or like a guy that's exceptional or something, or like a Davion Mitchell, or a small guy that can guard, a Jose Alvarado, at least he can defend, or he's gonna do, like, unless you one of those types, like, the coaches, they look at the small guards and they're like, yo, make him the point of attack. And and unless you're a good defense, it's gonna be really hard for you to really be in a lineup where these guys are just the bigger guys, 6'6", 6'7" guards, is gonna be constantly attacking you at every area. Like,
but another thing, you know the New York media is real petty, so they gonna, as soon as they get to talk to Cam, they gonna be talking to him about his contract and all this stuff. And I just hope he you know what I mean? Like, I just hope he's mentally strong and he takes it in stride.
Yeah, he got a tough skin, Joey. Like, I think with Cam Thomas, he got in trouble with Dinwiddie for saying that pause.
No homo. Pause.
Yeah, sorry. Right. Yeah. And then he's like, so once he got past that, I kind of knew that he knew. And then, about the media. He knew about the media. He's seen the media with KD. He's seen the media with Kyrie. He's seen the media with Harden. He's seen the media with the front office. Like, he witnessed all of this, you know what I'm saying, with his own eyes. He heard all of the, he heard how much of a distraction it could be. And in those spaces, it looked like, in my opinion, he showed up. Jacque Vaughn could have really gave him the keys then, and he didn't get it. So everybody's saying he got an attitude. You would be mad too if he was, quote unquote, up for a raise, and then some guys come that's underqualified, get paid, and then leave the team and go to the rivals. You'll be disgruntled too. You make sure LeBron, you make sure that's LeBron. You make sure Cam Johnson got paid. Kyle Bridges, you make sure he went to the team that he want. Meanwhile, they just got here. Cam Thomas went through all of that, and y'all won't let him get no clock. Y'all don't want to pay him, but y'all pay these free agents to come here and just leave. And y'all mad at Cam Thomas? No, don't be mad at Cam Thomas.
Mikal in the bag
in the whole situation.
I'm not mad at Cam Thomas at all. I'm not mad at Cam Thomas at all. I just understand the whole situation and the whole context. But as far as it being a business and as far as how the team is looking at it. But I'm not mad at Cam at all for failing how he failed. Not at all.
I mean, it's the listen. I really think it's the market. If you talking about 2 years ago, he would have been got this money. But I mean, it's a different day and age. Like
That's a fact.
it really is the market. Like if any other year we're talking about, Cam gets paid. Like
Restrictive,
this isn't
all these
even a
restricted free
discussion.
agents is getting crazy money any given year.
Yeah, any other year, yeah, these niggas getting what they make.
You get a
But
bag. You get a
this
bag. You get a
year,
bag.
it's just bad for the in
I
terms
ain't
of the
gonna lie.
CBA.
Any other
You
year
see
for
all
restricted
these
free
new
agents,
governors too, like these
Notorious,
the
governors
that's
market.
crazy.
You see all these governors too, like the homeboy just brought Portland, nigga Boston just got they new governor or some shit, just buying out the teams. Like these niggas is getting ready for whatever the fuck this new CBA is bringing in. They not trying to go over the second apron for nobody. If that includes trading Jalen Brown, nigga, so be it.
Yeah,
We don't give a shit.
yeah, that's
Like
true.
that's y'all gonna
They
see
might come
niggas
up
that y'all
off of
thought was
Jalen
safe.
Brown before Tatum get back. I ain't gonna
Niggas that
hold
y'all
you.
thought was safe on teams with these new owners.
Where
We
Jalen
gonna
Brown
see.
going, man?
Yeah, but no, hold on. Let Brooklyn Allen finish that soliloquy. Just had that conversation with Scott. Scott just joined the panel about how the owners in the second apron, and you know what I mean. Like
Nah,
even
Scott
with
Scott was
the
discussing it earlier. I think on
Yeah,
the last pod. He was talking about, these owners, these new governors. Like niggas is looking at this news like, yeah, all right, it's whatever. But these new owners and these governors that's coming into play, knowing the new CBA is what it is. Listen, if we gotta overpay for you, you are out of here. We don't care who you are, nigga.
yeah.
Jalen Brown might not even stay a Celtic.
Nope.
Like it may might see a lot of change around in the
I
NBA in the
mean, but the
next few
Celtics
years.
is known. The Celtics is known for flipping teams, bro, on the drop of a dime whiffle without bro. The whole Danny Ainge era, bro. Like they've been flipping teams.
but
Yeah,
hold
I'm
on,
talking
but
about
my
even the
thing,
OKC shit might be broken up. I know they
but,
signed them for 5 years, but
but
that
hold
shit
on,
may not look the same.
But the
let
thing
me,
is,
hold on,
OKC is getting different contracts though. Like
hold on,
they're getting the contracts that MPJ got. They're getting
hold on,
incentives.
hold on. Let me go to Scott. Scott, how
Yeah,
you
what's
feel
up?
about the Celtics? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much staying with Tatum and Brown, for 6, 7 seasons or up until they won the championship. And then, I mean, I wouldn't consider the seventh, 8th year of a player, back. I would consider it good.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
you think they break that team up? What you think about what Brooklyn LM said?
Um, Eventually they will. Like LM was saying, they not going. These owners are all working together on that CBA thing. They are not going over that CBA. The tax is just way too much. You won't have nobody else on your team. It's just no way they're gonna do that. So
I
everybody's
mean, some owners
salary,
don't give a shit though.
Niggas in the
er,
comments trolling.
Some
yeah,
owners don't give a shit though, Scott.
I know. Some of
Like,
them don't, but I think they all
go
sticking
tell the
together on
Warriors
that.
that, bro. While Steph Curry is still bringing in 8.5 billion in conglomerate.
Well, what you're going to see is a lot of players taking pay cuts. That's what
That's a
you're going to see.
troll, man. That's a
What players?
troll.
What players you talking about?
Well, just in general, I don't think Brown would take a pay cut on the Celtics, but the possibility is Tatum might take one.
Bro, that's not really Shakira
Mm,
Austin, bro. Shakira Austin played for the Washington Mystics. I doubt she's
I
in
ain't
the
gonna lie. That's one of
yeah,
the
she
in the
not.
chat
That's what
talking
I was
about.
looking at.
baddest
That's
light
a
skin
Yeah,
joints
troll.
that
they
I
But
seen.
trolling
somebody
right
did that.
now.
That's one of the
Yeah, that
baddest
gotta
light
be a
skin joints that
troll,
I
man.
seen, bro. Like,
Like
Yeah, she
Shakira is
tough.
not on no like Shakira. I don't even know what she's doing right now, but she damn sure
She
ain't.
probably on a plane asleep and getting ready for a game or something.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like
don't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but don't be too alarmed, bro. These WNBA bras is out here on the prowl, bro. Like,
She said
they
it's
about it.
me, buddy.
nigga, she not. But she talking about Ken Thomas is trash. Come on, bro.
Yeah, why was that her first comment? Why she ain't just say hi?
This nigga just trolling,
She
bro. They
finna
making
get put
fake
on
accounts.
timeout.
She came straight off the porch with it, yo. Like
Alright.
She finna
I
get
think
This
she
put
guy,
on
just trying to get
timeout.
out
Whoever
my
the bogus
kids. You know
over
what I'm saying? This is rage bait. This is rage bait. Hold on. We gotta go back to Scott. Yo, Scott, talk to us, man. Just give a shout out. Shout your page out real quick.
Yeah, you can reach me on Apartment Gamer and More on YouTube and Apartment Gamer 1 on X.
All right, shout your page out real quick.
Apartment Gamer and
Not
More.
not you, Ice. We got you.
Yo, the tip off of Brooklyn Nets podcast on YouTube and TikTok. You heard?
I leave you. Shout your podcast out, please.
Definitely. Leaf is the league is on its way to return. A Nets visual is on its way to return as usual in a new show. It's my Green Bay Packers show called Pack 'em Up. Yes, I wear Green Bay gear in the Dallas airport. Yes, I do. I don't give two damns. I've done it twice already, bro. Like ask about me.
Savage.
Yo,
Very
Scott,
savage. And
That's
they
that
own
Brooklyn in them.
and they own guns out there, and I don't, bro. And I still walk through scot free. 5'10", 5'10" and 3/4, and I'm bigger than everybody in the room.
word. That's Panero. Shout out to Panero.
Big time Panero, yes.
Word. Yeah, you gotta give people their credit before, because I ain't gonna lie. When Jay wasn't here, that last time, I would have thought that was your ball, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Nah, that's one of my favorite bars though, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo,
Yeah.
JDJ is funny. So.
Yeah, JDJ be having me crying, bro. Like I can't even lie to you, bro. But nah, Scott, talk to us, man. What you think about John Wall retiring, man? You think he was a good player? What you think?
Yeah, it was about time. no, no, but I mean, some people got other things, family and stuff that they worried about. So it's understandable. He got his bag, so yeah.
He went back
I
to
could-
school too, so that probably
Yeah,
was
see,
why.
yeah,
He
that's
did
the
go
thing
back
is
to
he
school.
wanted
I
to
give
do.
him credit for that.
Make sure to get that degree.
John Wall.
There's life after basketball.
John Wall,
Word.
he one of them people that got his mind right because he got humbled after that Houston stop, bro. Like, because he was talking to Jalen Green and all of them about what they was doing before Ime had got there. He said, "Yo, y'all gonna get put out the league. You keep playing around."
Yep.
And he told them about that because he already knew what was going to happen to him. The writing was on the wall. They put him and DeMarcus Cousins together and traded James Harden, bro. You already knew the jig was up, Muggsy. You already knew it was up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. And by the way, easy, bro. I put on timeout whoever the hell I want. Shit, and ain't nobody playing around in the black and white chat, man. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, hold on. At first, damn, you ain't even had to tell him it was you, man. You should have made him play a guessing game. You know what I mean? Like I'm the
Nah, he knew it was me. He already put a thing in the chat. You can send them Dallas niggas if you want, bro. I'll take them all on.
Yeah, hold on, man. Let's go back to Scott, man. They wildin',
Ain't
man.
gonna do me like they did Boosie and them niggas, bro. Like I ain't with it.
Word, talk your shit, Lee. Word. Got the motherfucking glove too. Use that shit, bro. Word. Scott, but yeah, man. Like you said, it is about time. But as a rookie, he averaged 16 and 8. Now, you think Diego could get numbers close to that?
No. Now, let me stop. He might. I think that he's probably the best out of all of them being picked in this draft from the Nets. So I'm hoping that it works out. I really do. That'll be something to look forward to, him scoring and his development as the season move on, So when he first start off, it probably won't be pretty.
You was here when Joey was talking about starting with a facilitator to build a championship roster.
Yeah. I always said that we need a point guard. We need a guard. Bad.
Somebody that's gonna move the basketball, bro. Like get them open. Find the open man. Find them
need that
open
bad.
looks. Thread the needle, bro. Like just get players involved. I think the playmaking aspect of the game is being overlooked, especially today, bro. Because if you look around the league, like you got Joker and you got Luca still doing what they doing, but they can still put up 30-something points. That's basically like having the best scorer and the best facilitator on your team in one body. Offensively, bro, they know what they doing. Defensively, you might need to think about it with them too. But I mean, but at the same time, it don't help this. It don't help not to start with a facilitator, man. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
easier. I think it's easier to find a facilitator than it is a
I
big
don't know.
man.
I don't know if it's easier.
I think it is.
At least them
I think a big
conversations
man
that
is
came
I
hard
out
to
don't know
Portland
about
was
find.
fine.
that. There's
Yeah,
plenty of these big goofy niggas running around, bro. Like I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
they
about that.
goofy. That's the problem. They
Yeah,
goofy.
yeah, I know they goofy,
Can't
bro. Like
run. Can't. You know.
them
but
niggas
you
is
know what?
a lot of them niggas is bow legged, bro. Like they run up the court all crazy, man. I
But
mean,
you know that's interesting though, because the last time we had back-to-back picks, I think we picked the big man first, right? We picked the
did
big
we?
man, then we picked Kenny Anderson. We picked Derrick Coleman, then Kenny Anderson.
Usually, when you pick a big
Yeah.
man, you
That
know
was
that
back
big
then, yeah.
man is good.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's the last time I remember us having back-to-back. I'm not
Back to
saying we're
back.
gonna have a top 3 pick or top. I don't know. I'm just saying it looked like it might be a lottery pick. So
The reality is Diego is the only
it was
pick
a
that's
it was a
really
forward,
work
it was a
out.
big man first, and then there's a guard. And next time I think it's going to be the other way around, where it's guard first, and then it's going to be a big man. Whether
But
it's
I
Diego
feel
or
like Diego got enough pressure as it is being the first lottery pick in Brooklyn Nets history. Like let's keep it funk, bro. Like I mean, like that's what it is. That's the reality of his situation. Nobody else is filling that spot but him. He's pretty much out of all of the picks that we've been picking from 19 to 20 something into the second round. He pretty much has to pan out. Whoever we picked at that eighth spot has to pan out. If we pick him on Malawak, bro, like I'm telling you niggas, we was picking Hasheem to beat. I'm
Nigga ain't
telling you
even
right
play a
now.
game yet.
And I already know he Hasheem to beat, bro. Like, see
Put the
what
pressure
happened when
on
you
him.
Claude
see what
Smith
happened when you
said,
call Miss Cleo this time of night, bro. Like, I know what the hell I'm talking about.
he said Claude Smith said the Nets should have picked Amon Malawai at 8. I don't know. Listen, and my thing is I don't want to put too much into it because we got a lot of time before basketball actually happens. It's still like a month left, or a month, 6 weeks, some shit. So I'm saying that to say, like, bro, I want to be optimistic. You know what I'm saying? I want these plays to be good, but I just don't want to ignore the defensive side of the ball. This is the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? Word. So, it's Scott. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Like, do you see Ben Seraph and Diego in the lineup together? Could they be a 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 possibly?
I honestly don't see Ben Seraph in the lineup.
Okay.
How he's going? I mean, I wouldn't take him over some of the players that's here now before he got here. So I
don't know why Ben Seraph name keep getting mentioned, bro. I blame Ice for this shit, bro. Like these Benjamin niggas, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
but Ben
Bro,
Seraph,
my
a big
name is
guard.
Ice, bro. You can't blame me.
blame
My
Ice
name
for
is
this. I'm
Listen,
putting blame on you,
listen,
bro.
no,
Because just off the strength,
Listen, what
Ice
I'm
didn't
saying.
pick him, man.
Listen, if it happened the
I
way I
feel like
want,
Ice picked him with his mind, bro. Like for real. Like when,
no, listen,
and Friday,
listen,
like when
listen.
the nigga Debo was telling that nigga shut the fuck up.
Like, listen, when they come down to the reason why I mentioned Ben Seraph and Diego in the lineup together is because they're supposed to be defensive and rebounding guards, in my opinion. And if they could push the pace, they could find guys. Now, that's pretty much their assignments as first thing far as player development, in my opinion. That's what I want to see them do. I want them to see play solid defense and then be a rebounding guard. Like, box your guy out. Don't let him get no offensive rebound. Box your guy out. Be good at boxing out. I'm asking them to do that in their rookie season. Be good at boxing out. Be good at defense and be good at rebounding. I'm not even asking them to play make. Like, the playmaking come after.
You asking them niggas for a lot already, bro.
Listen.
Sound like what the big's supposed to do.
That's what it sound like.
Bro,
That sound like the nigga roll at the center
listen,
position.
no, bro. If
Whoever the
one of them,
fuck that's supposed to be.
no, bitch, they supposed to be big guards that can handle the ball. You supposed to utilize them like what they are. We supposed to have that advantage because they big guards in a lineup. If we got
Do you-
that advantage, you put Ben Seraph or Diego at the 1, and you put one of them at the 3, and then you got 2 ways that you could facilitate the ball. And
so
on
you-
top of that, they could be playing defense above the 3-point line. If they playing above the perimeter, if that's what they doing, they could, with that wingspan, they could be a good defensive team. And if they doing that, they could be guards that get to the glass. You know,
So you
we be
think-
trying to
Yeah, but
set
not
up-
every big guard play the rebound game like
Exactly.
that. Like usually,
what-
usually Hartenstein or Shet getting the rebound. For Cade is
Where
usually
does
Jalen
Nolan
Duran.
Trey off
Don't
it
do
in
that.
this
Don't do
Jalen
that.
Duran
Because I
getting the
keep hearing Ben
rebound.
Seraph
Don't do
name
that.
a little bit
Don't-
too much, bro.
No,
Like,
I'm not
for real.
saying that they don't get rebounds. But what I'm saying is usually that job is for the center.
Somebody
Like
that-
box out, play defense, whatever the case may be. That job is for the center. Now, if a rebound goes in their direction, then they're going to get it. Don't get it twisted.
But hold on. Like Brooklyn,
think
Nets-
they
Rebounding
just
hold
job
on.
today is for
Hold
the
on,
nigga
listen.
that's the best
I
passer.
just
Great
hear
off.
me out. Just hear me out. With the personnel that we got, it don't seem like we supposed to be team rebounders. We're not trying to expect Claxton or Clowney to be dominant rebounders like a Jalen Duran. We look like more of like a team rebounding team than we got Clowney because he gonna get 14 rebounds, and we got Claxton, he gonna get 12 rebounds. We don't got that. We got big players that all of them, if they helping rebound, and we gonna be solid. We gonna hold teams to 100
Hold up, don't we still got Dayron?
So
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
He's the
We just signed him.
He's the
They're on only one man though.
and he don't even get clocked like that. Like
Yeah,
Man, he
that's
about to
another
get
thing.
clocked right now, nigga. Clax played bitch made the way he played last year, nigga. That nigga gonna get a lot of clock.
the way they rebound is right. They take Claxton, because Claxton usually be somewhere on the perimeter sometimes, but they take guys and box them out, and sometimes like the guard gets the rebound, so they might box out like 2 or 3 guys, and the free guy comes and grabs the rebound and puts the pace. Like it's not necessarily the center who is grabbing the rebound. It's just, you know what I'm saying? If I'm boxing out, then you better come grab the rebound while I'm holding him back. You know what I mean? Type shit. That's the strategy for them to
And
rebound.
well, everything that you just said sounds like Yegor is gonna average north of 4 or 5 rebounds, and he actually gonna put up the numbers that punk ass John Wall as a number 1 pick was putting up.
You think they
Oh
gonna?
my
You think
God.
they gonna play small ball?
I said it.
But no. But hold on,
Small
Scott.
probably.
Scott, I want you to answer that question before we leave because I'm gonna close out that so we can clip it up. Like, what do you think the identity of the Brooklyn Nets should be? What we should look like? A defensive team, or offensive team? In your perspective, what you think?
A high pace team. They're gonna be like. I think Jordy might play small ball with large guards. That's what he wants. He wants like 6'8", 6'9" guards, and he'll put 3 of them on the court, 3 to 4, and one big
You
body.
still need like a
One big-
superior athlete at the 5. None of you niggas please say Claxton.
Claxton not an athlete?
Oh my fucking God.
Claxton
Say
is
don't
one of the
believe
fastest centers
Hold
in the
on.
league.
Listen. Hold on. Let me say this. I'm not gonna lie to you about Clax. This is how I feel about Clax. Clax is not an anchor on defense. At best, he's a roaming.
He's a roamer.
He's a
Yeah, he's a
roaming
roamer.
great weak side defender.
Switch
Yeah.
big.
And
Nigga, that's
again,
what he is.
I mean, great. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, he
that's
runs
good
the
on the
floor
defensive
good.
side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. For the most part, he can't space the floor. So that's why he not
Nigga
the
215 at the center too. That's
But that's
He's
the,
a runner.
But that's the complicated part. Not to say it like that.
He's
But
a
I
G
do
League
think
center.
But I do think they are going to choose Clowney over Clax eventually. But I don't know. I'm just
Well,
saying.
if Dayron was faster on his
Clowney
feet,
got to get his mind right, bro. Like I
yeah,
don't
they
know.
run had like Claxton speed and versatility. That
if he
nigga would
had
be
his
perfect at the
speed,
center.
he would be the
Clowney got to get
ideal.
his mind right, bro. Like I don't think Clowney he hit a wall last year, bro. The physicality got to him, bro. Like I ain't
Well,
gonna
I
lie
think
to you.
yeah. Well, of course, but I think he should be working out. He should be working on his strength. because
I ain't gonna lie.
he
He definitely one of the niggas on our team that should be put through gorilla
and
training, bro.
Dayron need to lose about 10 pounds. If he lose 10 pounds,
Nah,
it won't.
Dayron shredded,
Dayron
bro.
was doing yoga in Cali in the
Nah,
off
Dayron is
season.
small. Like he been working on his body, bro.
Oh, well, that's good because if he can run up and down the court, it will benefit him. Then Claxton would be because he's a better
Claxton would
shooter
be on
than
that trading block,
Claxton.
nigga. That's
Yeah.
what it. That's what
Listen,
it be.
I do want to give credit to Dayron because I seen him in an interview and he was talking about how good he is with rebounding. He was like, "Yeah, it's an art." Like he was talking about rebounding, like he had a love for it, like a love. You know what I mean? A passion
Yeah.
for it. So I do think that he is. I'm not gonna lie to you. With the right amount of minutes, he's an elite rebounder. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You saw what he did, my nigga, when he started that game, nigga said, once I remind you niggas of the line, 25, 15, 5, 3, and 3.
Hold on, let me shout y'all out before I close out. Shout to Ice, shout to Leaf, shout to Joey, shout to the members of the page, shout to Scott, shout to Ice, shout to Maria, Signal Moore, Jellio, Marcus, Nesty and Joey BK, shout to Easy, shout to Quaco Ghana, Money Mike, Claude Smith, all of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Except the one that was trolling me about Cam Thomas. I know who you are, man. I don't know who you are, but I probably know who you are, man. But in any event, Nets fans is the